At long last, international football is over because I can't stand it at all when the nations go toe-to-toe. Manchester United are back in action against Brighton today at Old Trafford at 3 o'clock. You're listening to me, Scotty on Stretford Paddock. I'm joined by Hopper and Lauren, who I've never met before.
Yeah, first time.
So, introduce yourself.
I'm Lauren. A couple of you have seen me before. I'm excited to do my first watch-along.
Yeah, is this your first watch-along?
Yeah, I've never done one
okay.
before.
What sort of fan are you? Do you swear a lot?
Can do.
Right, okay.
That's why I was like a bit nervous to do it, but I'll be team.
It's all right. We'll get producer Ethan can do the bleeper. Hopper, welcome back. How you doing?
Pleasure, mate. As always, no, very well. Thanks, mate. Good to see you. Good to see Lauren.
Do you like international football?
No, it's not for me, mate.
No,
not for me.
This early in the season as well, it just seems to disrupt things.
Yeah, I just don't like it. I think not many football fans really do they? They just want the Premier League, don't they?
Yeah.
It's just a bit one of them, but we go through it. I watch it, don't get me wrong, I watch it, but I'm not really a big fan of it.
Yeah, and it's been a busy week, even though United haven't been playing with the stuff off the pitch. Yep. We'll get to that very, very soon. But Lauren, as it is your first watch-along, I'll not get a prediction from you, but what are your thoughts ahead of United versus Brighton today?
I am worried, I can't lie. Brighton are a very good side. We're slightly in a bit of disarray, if I may say. So I think at the moment, I don't think we're in a very confident position against a very good side like Brighton.
Okay, so you're nervous then?
Yeah, very.
All right, okay. And Hopper, do you feel the same?
I just said before we went live there to Lauren and yourself, like, they need a big performance today. It's a massive game, like, need a big performance. And personally, I think they will come up and do the business. But, like, same with Lauren, it's a bit, at the moment, it's not great, is it? And Brighton are a very good side. They can't be underestimated. The manager got them playing some fantastic football, some great players.
Yeah.
Got a great forward threat with Evan Ferguson, who's one to watch.
Yeah, he looks a player in, doesn't he, man? Yeah. Well, we have got the team news, so we'll go through that. I'll just read it out for you now. So it's Onana in net, Lindelof, Martinez. We'll go down to Reguilon is going to play, and Delow's playing at right back, which might be a surprise for some of you. Midfield, we've got Fernandes, Eriksen, Casemiro, then Rashford. Højlund is going to play. McTominay's in midfield as well. What do you make to the lineup, Lauren? Højlund.
Oh, Højlund, I'm excited for. I think we got a taste of him against Arsenal, and he looked really, really good. A really, really strong centre forward. McTominay has confused me. I don't know why, but I don't actually hate the choice. And Dalot as well, with Wan-Bissaka being dropped.
Wan-Bissaka didn't have one of his better games against Arsenal. In a game where we were heavily defensive. Yeah. It was strange that probably one of our best tacklers had a bad game. It was strange. So I understand that. And Ten Hag can be quite one, but if you're not playing well, he will pull you out of the team.
Mate.
Hopper, what do you make of that lineup?
I'm looking, like Lauren said, I'm looking forward to seeing Højlund. I just think he gives us a bit of a different dynamic when he come on against Arsenal. I think, like Lauren said, he's strong, he's quick. You know, the centre-halves know they're in a game when he's against him. And we've not really had that, have we? We've not really had a number 9 and like a vocal point, so looking forward to seeing him. Big game from Bruno, I feel, today. He needs a big one. Nice creative self. And he's got someone to get on the end of things now.
Yeah, which is something we've been missing for a long time, isn't it? And I think Rashford filled that gap last season. We were talking before we got the team news, Lauren, about the nerves going into it. Where the nerves come from? Is it performance-based? Is it down to individual players?
I think it's been the performances at the start of this season so far. They've not been great, have they, really, if we're honest. We were a bit better against Arsenal, and obviously we went downhill at the end. So I think at the moment, we just don't look like a confident team. We don't look like a team. Yeah. We look like amateurs that have been put together at the moment.
That's quite a damning. Come on here and sit on the fence, why don't you?
Massive statement. I love that,
We just don't look like we're gelling as a team at
all. Get your comments in. What are you thinking of the team? People are asking, we had Matt Wicks, it said, is that going to be a diamond midfield? How do you see that setting up?
It just depends, because when we've done it before, Bruno's operated from the right. You know, I was on a few weeks ago when he was doing a bit of a graveyard shift, and doing like a lot of running, but I would like to see him in the 10. And Scott and obviously Casemiro, the ones that'll sit. Maybe Eriksen just in front of them as well. So yeah, most likely possibly a diamond, yeah.
Yeah, it certainly looks like that way. And like I was saying, Højlund, he looked really good again when he played for Denmark during the week. Did you see the stuff he did with the megaphone?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
Passion,
that's what we want for a 20-year-old to sort of stand up in front of his nation and stuff. I'm really hoping, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I was there when Rooney made his debut for Manchester United. And United have a good form of strikers on their Old Trafford debut scoring. So what do you think he's going to get on the score sheet today?
I think so, yeah. I'm quite confident. Yeah, like you said, if he does what Rooney done against... It was against Fenerbahce, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he does what... Jesus,
Hat-trick,
what a start that was, by the way. So if he can do that, then happy days.
We certainly need it at this moment in time as well, with everything that's been going on off the pitch. Were you surprised to not have Palestra starting today? Obviously, with everything that's going on with Anthony having the absence of leave, the Sancho situation. Were you expecting Palestra to start?
I think it would have been nice to see him start, because I think this is the time when we are struggling with wingers and options. You put Palestra in there. Whenever he plays, he proves he's good enough. So I'm a bit disappointed to not see him start, but hopefully we'll see him come on at least.
Yeah, we've had Captain Swag said impact sub for Palestra, similar in a way to Garnacho. They are quite young and they've got that massive injection of pace if we are chasing the game late on. What are you making about McTominay getting back into the team?
I am surprised.
He could have been leaving in the summer.
Yeah, I'm surprised. But maybe, it's the opposition that you're coming up against. Maybe you just need an extra bit of protection in there. They're quite good in the midfield, a lot of technical players. And also, if you're looking in depth, maybe it's that if Casemiro it drops the ball coming into Ferguson's feet.
Yeah.
Because that's how they play. They play into his feet and then they come off him, third man run. So maybe he's in there just to stop that, and Casemiro will just use that as a block into Ferguson.
We certainly need that with the sort of pace of the Brighton team. Get your comments in and get liking the video. So last season we didn't actually beat Brighton apart from penalties. They are quite an opposition, aren't they? Yeah. Playing really good football. Are you surprised at how good they've been?
I'm not. I think it goes back to Graham Potter. I think he built such a good team there and a structure in the club that then when is it De Zerbi?
Yeah.
Yeah. When he took over, they had that plan in place, and he's then made it better. And so it doesn't surprise me at all. And the players they've got, like I was saying before with Matoma, saying Ferguson, they're a really good team and they know how to play football. Yeah,
one of the arguments one of the frustrations I've seen from United fans, especially this season, is how come De Zerbi's walked into Brighton and got them playing the way they have, but Ten Hag's walked into United and we still seem to be struggling with the sort of overall identity of the team. What would you say to that, Hopper?
It's just difficult, isn't it? You're dealing with different players as well. I think, obviously, when you play for Man United, you seem to have that superstar status. I know we've not got a lot of superstars at the moment, but, you're dealing with a different animal when you play for Man United rather than, no disrespect to the Brighton players, fantastic players, but there's not as much pressure. And also the fans, or some fans, might be wanting instant success off Ten Hag.
Yeah.
And, he's going under the radar, he's operating with no pressure, and they're doing fantastic. I rate him as a manager. I rate the way they play. Like Lauren said, Potter done a great job there, but he seemed to have elevated further, and the players adore him, don't they? They love playing for him.
They certainly do. And the difference is between that Brighton team and Manchester United. Ten Hag took over what was a shipwreck.
Yeah.
Whereas De Zerbi took over at Brighton, that was a work in progress. You know what I mean? He was building on something that they'd already had the blueprint for, so it's a bit of an easier job. I mean, let's get to it. The last week, the big news was obviously Sancho and his refusal to apologise. Lauren, 2 questions. Do you think he'll wear a United shirt again? Do you want him to?
I don't think he'll play again. I think with Ten Hag, he is quite ruthless. And when you've gone against him the way he has so publicly, and Ten Hag won't have any of that. Like we said about Wan-Bissaka, he had one bad game and he's dropped. Yeah. So publicly coming out and against the manager it's not a good look at all. And to be honest, I've always said this, because I said it about Dean Henderson when he made a few comments when he was still on our books. I can't stand any player that, when they're still employed by the club, come out and make very public, comments against the club. Because I think it's just disrespectful. Yeah. Because we still employ you at the end of the day.
It's like that old saying, isn't it? You don't air your dirty laundry in public. And, I don't think there's any excuse for it at all. It just felt very sort of DM me Karen business, didn't it? That was the sort of thing it felt like. It was like, really? And it sat on the couch at home like, oh, I'm not having this. I'll have a bit of that Ten Hag, and then felt all smug, and now it's all backfired because it was a perfect time with Anthony not being able to play.
Yeah.
Sancho was going right in that position, wasn't he, Hopper?
Shot himself in the foot, really, then, isn't he?
Yeah. He needs to learn how to use them first.
Yeah. If he's not, the thing is, it goes down to his training performances. He's not doing it on the training ground in front of the manager and the staff and stuff like that. He ain't going to get in the team. But then, rather than taking it as a bit of a constructive thing and going and working out, going, I'll show you sort of thing, hops on social media, does what he does, and now he'll probably never play for the club again. And you've seen it. Lauren said about how ruthless the manager is. Anyway, Ronaldo, again, spoke out, gone. He doesn't care who you are, whether you come for big money or not. If you don't fit it with his rules and his system, bye-bye, you're off. Yeah. Simple as that.
And that should be the way as far as I'm concerned. Someone's put in here that you're starting a Tottenham reject. What do you make of that?
I don't even think it was a bad signing. I think we've got injuries in that position. We just needed someone, and as I said last time I was on, he fits it quite well because he knows what his job is, he knows what he's being brought in for. He doesn't want to be this superstar. He knows his role, and he'll fit there, I think, while we're just struggling through injuries. Yeah,
do you think it's a bit like, I don't know, plastering over the cracks?
Well, he's coming because we're short, basically, and it's no disrespect to him. I'm quite surprised he started, if I'm being honest. And that's not, due to, Wan-Bissaka's performance or anything like that. But for me, I would have started Wan-Bissaka right back and Dalot left back.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion. I hope it doesn't bite us on the backside. Because the reason why I say that is Wan-Bissaka's one of the best one-on-one defenders in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And then you've got Matona, who's one of the best dribblers in the league.
Up against a
player that's just come into the team, not played for Tottenham or not played elsewhere, then that, to me, it'd be interesting to see what everyone else thinks of that, because if you stick Wan-Bissaka on him and keep him quiet and back pocket him, that just stops the threat. I know you've got the big man up top, but McTominay is in there to block that as well. So you're just countering everything that they're going to do. So let me know. Let me know.
Definitely.
Let me know.
Yeah, it is going to be interesting with that situation, and not only how we perform today, but how Wan-Bissaka sort of takes that as a personal. Because, like I said, he's a lone player. He's not played for United before. If you look at Wan-Bissaka's run of games, I mean, post-Christmas, he's probably one of United's best players in terms of performances. Do you know what I mean? So to one bad game against Arsenal, and I don't think anyone covered themselves in any sort of glory that day. He probably had the worst of the bad bunch. But, did he deserve to be dropped?
I don't think so, personally. And as you were saying then about him with Matoma, he probably was the best fit against Brighton. But I think in terms of him taking it personally, I think Wan-Bissaka's been very good in a sense that he was dropped for a long time when he wasn't performing, and he got his head down and he worked and proved that he could be a starter and has been one of our best players. So I think in terms of how he'll take this, I think he'll just take it as a learning curve that if I have one bad game, I know I'm getting dropped, so I need to work hard every single game.
Yeah, no, that
goes down to the Sancho thing. Goes down to the Sancho thing. Like, if Sancho had his attitude, then maybe we'll be talking about something different with Sancho. So we could learn off Wan-Bissaka.
Well, we thought we did, didn't we? When Sancho went off the first time, we thought he was coming back and he was a new person.
Liam Bush in the super chat's put, maybe Wan-Bissaka's been benched because he went to New York with Sancho. You think that could be a case? I'm not too sure how fickle Ten Hag is to say.
You're on an international break.
Yeah.
Like, clearly the lads have been allowed time off, so you can go and do what you do. Like, you can't be micromanaged, can you? Like, you've got to stay in these lads go and do what they want as long as they keep ticking over.
Yeah, I don't. Ten Hag don't come across the sort of person who's going like, no, you went on holiday after he written that about me on Twitter. You're not playing either. I just don't see that being the case. Tina Telefson Tatoka, super chat. Højlund gonna run more the first 15 minutes than Martial does for 90 minutes, which, to be honest, isn't too difficult. I think Onana does more than that. Best that Højlund scores today and maybe get an assist. Yeah, I'm massively excited for Højlund. I thought it was great in the first, I think, 15 minutes against Arsenal that he got, and he just, even though he didn't score, it was it was going so well. The Scousers have just got a second against Wolves, who were 1-1 up until the 85th minute. But anyway, we can want to take care of our own business. But yeah, I thought it was great against Arsenal, that sort of cameo role that he had. One thing I wanted to talk to you about, because Maguire is coming for a lot of stick. Obviously, his international performance and the home fans booing him. Jamie Carragher did an article in I think it was the Daily Mail, and he was pointing the finger, not at the fans for it, but at Onana. Have you read this article?
What?
So basically, have you not seen this? So the crux of the interview was, or the article was, that Onana's got to take some of the responsibility for him berating Maguire in pre-season, and that's amplified why everybody sort of hates Maguire now. And I was like, really, Jamie? That's like...
That's one of the worst takes I've ever heard.
I know, and he's a man full of takes, isn't he?
If you're not good enough or you make a mistake in the game and your goalkeeper's behind you, he's going to tell you.
It's like with anything,
It's like a mentality thing.
Yeah.
If people are not doing their jobs, they need to be told. So to deflect it on him, that Maguire thing started way before he even come into the building. So
Maguire should have left it in the summer, really, and I don't think he's helped himself by not moving.
I think Maguire, the best thing for him and the club and the other club that's going to get him is to go in January.
Yeah.
Someone's going to get a decent centre-half like at another club where there's less pressure. Look at him when he was at Leicester. Like, City wanted him, we wanted him, playing for England. Does really well for England, for getting their own goal. He does actually in the Euros and stuff like that.
He suits that style of play, doesn't he?
Different player.
I suppose. A lot of people are saying the graphic is winding them up. Do you think it's going to start like that? Because both Disallowed and Reguilon.
No, it'll be the other way around.
The other way around. Yeah. Right, we'll get producer Ethan. You know what he's like.
Makes a few mistakes.
Sorry, makes a few errors. Martinez and Lindelof as a central back pairing. What do you make of that, Lauren?
So I am one of Lindelof's top supporters. Have been since he came. I think he gets way too much stick. I think anyone that plays next to Maguire is never going to play well. But when last season, was it the season before, when Maguire got dropped and it was Lindelof and Varane playing together, Lindelof played a lot better. So I don't have any issues with Martinez and Lindelof playing together. I think they do work quite well together. Lindelof, okay, he's not the strongest centre-back in the world, we know that. Yeah. I'm not here sitting here and saying he is. But I don't think he's as bad as everyone makes out, and if he is sat next to a very decent centre-back, he can be confident. He's confident, he shouts, he mans his area, so I don't have a problem with him.
He's solid, isn't he? And I think, and I don't want to dig out Maguire here, but I think he's a better player than him, and because he's sort of bore the brunt of being part of that pairing with alongside Maguire. Alex Buckingham, member for 34 months, thank you very much, said it seems like Maguire stayed for the money and not his career. I'll never understand that you're already fully minted. What do you make about the Lindelof and Martinez? Any fears?
I like Lauren. I like him. I think the only area that of concern that I would have is obviously he's not very quick, and that Ferguson's is powerful and he's quick, but both of them on the ball technically like very good footballers, and they both can play, and they play quickly as well. You know, the thing is with Maguire, I'm not hating on Maguire, but everything's a little bit too laboured. It's a little bit slow. He reacts with his football intelligence too late. Yeah. But with Lindelof, he gets it, gives it, and same with Martinez, breaks the lines with a pat. I ain't got no concerns with them too. No. And
then moving to midfield, we're talking off camera about Eriksen technically being a great player, not got the legs, and this is going to be a fast-paced Brighton team. What do you reckon of that midfield as well? I expect Eriksen to be ahead of McTominay there myself.
I do, but it's funny because we see McTominay as more defensive role. Personally, I think he plays better attacking. He looks a lot more confident in the ball. A lot of the times when he's trying to be defensive, he's a bit of waste of space. Like he's just in a space, but there's no reason for him to be there. He should, I don't think he kind of has that brain of positioning himself, McTominay. But Eriksen, I'm quite happy for him to play against Brighton because I think he can kind of find the gaps between their midfield and their defence, and he'll just calm that midfield down as well, because I think it will get a bit choppy at times with McTominay and Casemiro there trying to stop obviously Brighton getting through. So Eriksen can calm us down a little bit.
Yeah, one of the things I want from the game is to be able to control the actual match, because it's a lot of times we're seeing matches where the opposition is dictating it and then we've got to play counter-attacking football. We're a season and for 5 games in under Ten Hag. I want to see United more dominating, and that has to come from the midfield, Hopper.
100%. Like Ten Hag's style, when he first come in, was dominating football and controlling the pace of the game and the tempo of the game. Just going back to that midfield there, I think either Scott McTominay or Casemiro will sit. And for me personally, I wouldn't want Bruno out wide. I would want him in as like the diamond, like one of the people commented on there, like a diamond thing, because I feel like he's just totally wasted out there. He just does the ugly bits, and he works great for the team, but then the creative side of things, where's it going to come from? Eriksen maybe, but Bruno's that vocal point where he can, thread passes, and he's the only one who really does it. And then I like to see Rashford and Højlund as a 2. I know Rashford's been operating from the left a little bit, but try it. Let's go for 2.
Yeah,
let's cause them a bit of problems.
Yeah, I mean that would be interesting, seeing a 2 pairing up front. What do you reckon about the sort of creating goals? Do you think that's down to our midfielders or the lack of having a focal point as a striker?
I think it is. With not having that focal point at the front, we're struggling to create chances because we've got no one to create the chances for. And I think our wingers haven't been great. I don't think Anthony really started the season too well, personally. Don't get me wrong, I really liked Anthony as a player at times, but I think he was very predictable, just constantly bringing it back onto his left. So I think as well, we need more options in that the winger position.
Yeah.
Hence why I wanted Palestri to start, because they will create the chances for Højlund.
Anthony's been he seems to be one of the first names in the pit on the lineup for Ten Hag. What do you think we're going to miss him?
He's his go-to, and he's been at Ajax with him. He trusts him. He knows what he's capable of. Do I think that we're going to miss him? No, I don't think we will miss him. I think Ten Hag might miss putting him in the team, but I don't feel like he's a good player. But like Lauren said, he is very predictable, and if you look at the end product sort of things, his end product's not that great.
No.
He doesn't weigh in with goals, many goals and stuff. So for me, I would go for the 2. I like that 2 with a diamond, because otherwise Bruno's not an out-and-out winger. No.
Rashford, he doesn't like out there.
No, he doesn't. But he's not. If you look at him the way he's trying to player he is, he's not a winger. No. He's not quick. He's not quick enough to go 1v1 with anyone. Whereas Palestri is that type of man that you can go and do that. So he needs to be central, and then he can create things.
Yeah, definitely. It's certainly be interesting. Get in the video. I think it's 1.6 thousand of you watching it out there. I want to know what you make of the lineup. A lot of people seem a little bit underwhelmed, but is that it can't be it's our strongest at the moment with injuries and
with what we've got,
external stuff that's going on.
I don't know. I keep coming back to it, but I'm so set on Palestri starting. I really was. I was saying when we were outside that Garnacho, when he comes on, he shows that he should start. When he starts, he doesn't do it for me. He can't. He barely gets past the first man.
Yeah.
So then he's that impact sub, but he's not going to want to be an impact sub for the rest of his career now. While he's young, he'll take it. But I think there is better options that we still have available than probably this formation and team, I'd say. And
if you look at the subs bench as well, Hopper seems a little bit weak.
Yeah, they've got a few young lads on there as well.
Yeah, we'll go through that. So Bayende, Evans, Johnny Evans. It still blows my mind that Johnny Evans is still in the United squad. Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Gore, Hannibal, Palestri, Garnacho, and Martial.
Yeah, it doesn't
scream goals.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But it's nice to see Hannibal and Dan Gore. I've worked with Dan Gore before. I've coached Dan Gore.
Yeah.
And he's a great kid, and he's a top player as well. It's great to see him around the first team. Very technical. He's got that little bit about him as well. He likes to put himself about, and he's got sent off in pre-season, I think. But no, it's nice to see the young lads being given. While the squad's like this and injuries, it's good to get them involved in it.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, lack of options, but you've got to take opportunities as well.
That's how Rashford got in, remember?
It was indeed. Troy Taylor says, big up Lauren. There you go. Yeah, thank you for your first watch along, Lauren. There's people on here that a question in Ten Hag. What do you make to that, Hopper?
In terms of what they question?
Like his ability as a manager, if Ten Hag's the one. Is he the person
It's
that's
always
going to
be the case, though.
glory? But do you think there's more questions, the more this sort of performances?
I would, like I said before about the style and the way he wants to play, I don't think we're really seeing that. Like, you know, he's going on about, you know, controlling games and the style. We're probably not seeing that, like I've just said. But you've got to you just got to give him time. We can't keep chopping and changing just because of these. Just give him a bit of time. Let's see whether it develops over the course of the season and seasons, and then if not, then you know we're very quick just to get rid of people all the time.
Yeah.
Like, when are we going to be happy when we're winning the Prem again? And is that because we're happy?
It's not going to happen straight away.
It's a process, you know.
It certainly is, and I think as a United manager, he's had a baptism of fire. I mean, if you look at last season, everything with Ronaldo had the Greenwood stuff hanging over him. This season, he's got Sancho. He's got the issue with
he's been dealt a bad hand, really,
Anthony and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Sale, everything.
Yeah, I can't remember a Man United manager walking in and having the first season is usually quite straightforward, and we came third and won a cups, you know. So, what are your thoughts of him as a manager? The pros and cons.
So I have had conversations with people who are questioning Ten Hag. I'm the same as you with I don't want to be swapping and changing managers constantly. That's not the club we are, and I don't want us to turn into that kind of club. But I think I can understand where some people are coming from. Like, I've had people say that they're questioning whether he has like the dressing room under control with the things like Sancho and just even the thing of Martial turning up early. I know it's early, but why does your player not know what time training is? There's just small things you maybe could question, but I'm not questioning his ability at all just yet.
Have you seen enough evidence in the football? Like,
I mean, maybe I'm on a high from last season winning a cup finally, and like we did play better football at times, and we were in the final of the FA Cup as well. You know, not many people were getting past City, but I can see what he wants to do. But like we said, like we've had so many problems since he started. You know, you can list as long as your arm with problems he's had to deal with. Yeah. So he needs some time to just have a club that's kind of not got real big problems.
Yeah, I imagine if he has got to go in and have a sort of disciplinary at any point on his performances, he's got a long sheet to like, well, this and this. Yeah.
I feel like on the pitch you can question the style.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But off the pitch, like, he's ruthless.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely ruthless. Like, in terms of like personalities, not necessarily doing what they need to be doing.
Crap.
No, he's and that's probably what we needed, like people taking the mick or whatever he deals with it.
But it has to translate onto the pitch.
Correct, that's where he's judged.
It's all right that you can, you know, a lot of the majority of Man United fans have wanted a manager who's going to, one of the criticisms of Solskjaer, wasn't it? They didn't have a backbone and wasn't going to discipline him. So we've got that, but it has to translate on the pitch.
That's where you're judged on the pitch.
Performances. What have you made of the performances then? With like what's because he came with this impression of like high pressing, like possession football,
Yeah,
and I've not really seen it. The results have been good, but the performances haven't matched it.
And again, that might take time where he needs to work with the players. But again, like us all, you know, he's had probably more than enough time to stamp his authority. We've talked about the Brighton manager before. You know, I know he's inherited it, but he's took it to another level and he's put his stamp on things. We're a different club, I get that. Different expectations, different pressures, but on the pitch we probably need to see that style imprinted a lot more. Definitely.
It's a great opportunity today as well, because whilst Brighton play great football, there is going to be lots of opportunities over the park. There's going to be spaces, isn't there, for the creative players like Bruno and Eriksen. Just go through some of your comments. People are saying Ten Hag took over the worst Manchester United team. Would you agree with that? Post Ferguson?
No, I wouldn't.
Who had it hardest? Because you got to remember, he took off the whole Rangnick. That was probably the worse than Van Gaal football.
That was, but the
and that was a low bar.
Yeah, that was mental.
Van Gaal, try and forget about that.
So excited when he come in.
Yeah,
flopped, didn't it?
Yeah.
Danny in the super chat said, literally took the worst United team in Premier League history. Wow, to third and a trophy. 8 players injured, and we write Erik Ten Hag off after 2 wins and 2 losses. We aren't Arsenal fans. Relax. We aren't Arsenal fans. Indeed. But you got to talk about it because that's what people are talking about. You'd be naive not to discuss that. A lot of people going back and forth whether Ten Hag's the right manager. There's some Liverpool fans in there, so skip past them.
Shouldn't you be watching your game?
Yeah. Rashford on the left, he certainly looked better there, didn't he, against Arsenal? Whilst it wasn't a great performance because it wasn't a lot of attacking football, really. But that's his best position, and he'll benefit from having a centre forward to play alongside.
Yeah, I think whenever we tried to play him up front, it just wasn't right at all. On the left, that's where he's most creative. You see him make most of his runs, because there is times where he probably doesn't make the runs he should. But on the left, I think that's where he's most confident, and that's where he's happiest, and that's where he'll try his hardest, I think. Yeah. Because he's happy there.
What do you make about Rashford playing out left? Happy with that?
Yeah, I think going off when he played down the middle, he was playing on his own. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to judge. You're dealing off scraps and you're dealing off things. It's very hard to get hold of the ball. Rashford's not the type of player that will stick his backside in and get his arms out and hold the ball up. Højlund is. So then if you're playing off him and making runs, then it's a different scenario. I would like to see them two just have a go. Play that diamond in there and them two. It probably won't happen. We'll probably stick to that system, but I just feel like it might be worth trying and seeing.
You don't see that anymore, do you? It's usually one striker. Yeah. You don't usually see the days of old where you had two strikers playing off each other. I mean, there's no reason as to why it won't work, because you can imagine the height and athleticism of Højlund knocking balls down to Rashford to run on.
And flick-ons and getting off him and stuff. But yeah, we'll see. I know I keep mentioning it, but the Bruno out wide, I just don't like that. I don't like him playing out there. Just feel like he does the running and he works out. I just don't feel the creativity will be as effective.
I prefer Fernandes, if he's moving out of that position that he usually plays, is probably deeper in defensive midfield. He did that last year, didn't he, when Casemiro was on? I thought he was pretty decent. Right, we're half an hour until Manchester United take on Brighton at Old Trafford. Old Trafford debut for Rasmus Højlund. Get in the chat, is he going to score today? What type of debut is he going to get? I'm excited for this kid. I really, really am excited. I just think, a lot of pressure on him, and it's not fair that he has. Probably more of a statement on how bad United have been in that calibre. We've not had good strikers over the last 10 years, have we?
Struggled.
Who would you say the best striker's been last 10 years?
Oh.
Zlatan?
Last 10 years?
Since post Ferguson?
We had Rooney, didn't we? We had post-Fergie, Rooney, yeah?
Yeah, but I mean, that was later.
Do you mean new signings?
Yeah.
Oh, probably Zlatan, maybe.
The best shout,
fucking hell, there's not many, is there?
It's hard to even think about who we've even had as a striker, because we've struggled just to get them.
Yeah, not new signings.
I mean, there's a lot on Lukaku with the money that came with him.
About him.
But that didn't work out very well, did it?
Span right off, hasn't it? I mean, he did well at Inter after he left United, but
He
no one wants him.
Ben said Lukaku's record was decent. It is, but I think you have to look at the teams he scores against with that, and he was bagging a few against sort of lower level teams, and never really did it against the big boys. Santa Notch said Zlatan, Simples. Alex Buckingham says Ibra. Some scouts are still in there if we can kick him out. Someone else is GB Saint 1007 said Wan-Bissaka being punished for going to NYC. I'm not having that. I'm not Manchester United manager or someone who's 50 plus years of age is throwing a strop because he's got an older with someone he's having a spat with. I just can't see that's happening. I mean, I love the drama, but it's not one for me. People are also saying Wan-Bissaka might be rested for the Bayern Munich game. We've obviously got to keep that in mind. How much pressure is the Hopper on today's game? So 2 wins out of 4. -2 goal difference.
Yeah. I think it's a big game today. I think they need to stand up and they need a bit of reaction here today. And Brighton, like I said, underrated team. They play some great football, so it's not going to be easy. Also, we're at home as well. We need to start making Old Trafford a fortress again. Yeah. Like, teams are coming to Old Trafford now and thinking that they can get results. Over the past 10 years, like we said, it's becoming a bit of a place where people think, we'll get something here. When was that ever happened?
Well, even Forest the other week, 2 goals in 4 minutes. Like, they've come out cocky because they know that you can get something at Old Trafford now.
Do you think Brighton are coming here for 3 points then, Lauren?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. I think at the moment, to a lot of clubs, we are there for the taking. I think people are seeing kind of the disarray with just the background stuff plus the performances on the pitch, I think people are going to start looking at us and saying we can beat them.
Look at Wolves, the Wolves game, for example. Wolves were like just running through us, and it was a mad game, really. I think we was very lucky, to be honest.
Lucky.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important, because they've got very intelligent technical players. They could hurt us if we don't lock that up in there.
Are you concerned about how many goals we're conceding? Obviously, we look at Varane, who I think in one way or another might be leaving United by the end of the season. With the injuries and stuff, I think we're carrying him a hell of a lot. The inclusion of Onana. How convinced are you that he's the right man to replace De Gea?
I think going back to the system as well that the manager wants to play, he's great with his feet. So I think that's a massive thing that De Gea wasn't. He wasn't very confident. He would stay on his line. He would never really want the ball to his feet. He wasn't technically, he wouldn't draw people in and play. Onana's not bothered. He's like a sweeper keeper, and he loves it. So I think that gives the team a bit of a different dynamic. And I think if the manager wants to play that certain way, it'll be important. Now on the flip side, you look at David De Gea's shot stopping, Golden Glove.
Yeah.
Do you take away that side?
I still think that Golden Glove was won by the defenders.
But it does mean a lot how well he sort of, he can be a sweeper keeper, as you say, Hop, but it relies on the players around him to be aware and pick up on that style.
Of course. I think, because a lot of the times when we had De Gea, we were constantly just passing it back and forward between the centre-backs and De Gea for a lot of time, wasting a lot of time in games doing that, whereas Onana barely passes to the defenders. It's
loves it
straight up. And if you watch that, he very rarely misses a player. He
distribution
can pick out a player
perfectly,
which is not something we had with De Gea either. And I just love seeing him like right at the centre arm.
I love it. It's brilliant.
It's just brilliant. But I know we have to understand he is going to drop a few clangers because he doesn't.
That's the risk that you take with playing like that.
100%.
Long term, it'd be good as well, because long term, when people start getting used to him and the better players around him, it's going to work.
It's exciting to watch. It makes you nervous.
It's funny.
I think football should be like that. Like I remember we were doing a watch along. I was at the game and I was like, "What are you doing? This is brilliant. I'm also terrified." You know what I mean? It certainly is. I don't think there's many keepers that keep you on the edge of the seat when he's on the edge of the box.
Like Tim Howard.
Yeah.
It's like the Monk off Mean Machine.
Yeah. I remember that one, man. One of my favourite players last year came up for a lot of stick by people who work for a radio sporting network I won't discuss, was Casemiro, who was brilliant up until the Carabao Cup final. His performance was a little bit shoddy afterwards, as were most of the United team. How do you feel his performances have been this season?
I think in pre-season he's gone away and he's had a bit of a good time, and I think probably should have done a little bit of work over the summer, because when he come back he looked overweight, he looked a bit sluggish, and I think he sort of carried that into the season. He's sort of coming out of it a little bit and whatever, but last season I liked him. I think he was a vocal point, and I think he was very good. Start of the season, I don't think he's been great, to be honest. So it's a big game for him. But over the summer, he's getting older now. You need to look after yourself. Like, you come back like overweight, and he didn't just look sluggish. That's my opinion anyway. I don't know what everybody else thinks.
That's a good point. Not on Casemiro's weight. I'll let you carry that beef all by yourself.
Sorry, mate.
But the ages of Casemiro and Eriksen, it's an aging midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But I think the way they play, especially Eriksen, he's obviously has to look after himself a lot more than maybe he did before, obviously, what happened to him. So I think we are aging. Casemiro is 5 Champions League winner. I think he's still got that mentality. He knows how to win things, and that's what we've lacked in this team for a very long time, is winners who have that mentality and know how to win things and win cups. So they are aging, but I think it's quite good to have that experience in there as well, with a team who haven't really won anything. Casemiro last season, even though he wasn't captain, there's so many captain performances, wasn't there? Oh God,
very good, yeah.
So good.
It really was. And then looking now at Fernandes out on the right, we were talking with Hopper before about he doesn't really like him there. How have you made about Fernandes's since he's got the captain's armband officially, these people who say he was definitely going to get it. There's others that aren't too happy with the arm raising and complaining.
I've kind of always said this about Bruno. I've always wanted him as captain, but I have always said that like his whinging and his temper could also be his demise. And especially now that we're bringing in more bookings, just asking for yellow cards. You love doing that, and that could be a big sticking point for him if our captain is constantly getting booked because he's throwing tantrums, which it's part of his passion, isn't it? And that's what we love about him. But it can also be his downfall. Yeah,
you were waxing lyrical about Fernandes. I've seen him in another interview you were doing.
Yeah, I've worked with him, like coached him and stuff. So I know obviously his mentality, what his mentality is like and stuff like that. What I will say about Bruno is so like the fans are so undivided on what they think of him. Like I'm in a group chat with my brother's mates and stuff like that, and they think he's like shocking, and they think he's wasteful and his distribution's not right, his final pass, and I'm the total opposite. I just think he's that driving force, the most effective and creative player that we've got. So the fans are so divided on him regarding his whinging and stuff. If you take that away, does that make him the player that he is?
Yeah.
So you've got to
take the rough with the smooth,
and it's not his fault that they see captain qualities in him. Like he doesn't say I want to be captain. The manager's decided that. So let's rock and roll and just let's roll with it.
He is the one more times than not that'll be running round, even if United aren't playing.
100%.
Great.
It doesn't stop.
Yeah, he'd be putting his shift in. What do you make about when you said that he's wasteful? Because that has been a lot of criticism, and to be honest, it's something that I've said about him. When you compare, I don't know, Fernandes to a player like De Bruyne, in terms of you have to make that comparison.
100%.
But he seems to be a bit more clinical. He doesn't take as many chances.
I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at the point that you make. I'm laughing because everything that you're saying, I'm going back and forth in this group chat, and I'm like, because you've worked with him, you're defending him, you're biased and this and that. They said the same thing. What you said, he's wasteful. And Ten Hag did an interview in the week. I don't know if you've seen it, saying like these are all the things that he does right, but he needs to work on the completion sort of side of things because his percentages of the passes that he's trying to coming off is not where it needs to be. If you look at De Bruyne's stats, for example, and I know we're on about stats and stuff like that, his completion rates is obviously seems to be higher than his. So at times, he is wasteful. But the point that I'm making is he's the only one who seems to be doing that stuff. No one else looking at midfield now who could do on the creative side what Bruno does.
No, it's a good point. And you have to take into consideration with you making the De Bruyne comparison is that his balls are going into to Haaland. Yeah. So you're going to get.
You said Haaland.
Well, I'm hoping
today.
Well, you got to hope that Haaland is to Bruno what Haaland is to. That's going to get confusing all season to De Bruyne. So fingers crossed because he is getting the balls into the box, and if you've got players like Martial, who are just so laborious and just running through treacle every time they're on the pitch. So it could bring out a hell of a lot more. But do you think there's pressure on Haaland this season?
Massively. I think.
Is that right? Is that fair?
No, I don't think it's fair, but it was always going to happen. We've got a Scandinavian, blonde, 6'2" centre forward, and our neighbours have the same. And look at what Haaland's done. There's just that pressure, firstly, but then there's also the pressure from United fans in terms of we've not had a striker, a proper one, because Martial is not a proper striker. So we've now got one. And everyone's going to expect it's just going to be perfect now. We've got a striker, we're going to score goals constantly. And I think that's what a lot of people are expecting. We've got to remember he's still really young. He's not been in the Premier League. There probably is going to be a bit of teething, at the start. We can't just expect.
We can.
Well, we can, because I hope it happens. And
we can't expect, but we can dream, Lauren. Lauren, if we don't dream, what is the point in football? But the thing is, if he doesn't score for 2, 3, 4 games, the press will just be horrendous.
They'll be on him, mate. They'll be on him. They will. So he's a striker and he's there to score goals. So that's his job.
It's his only job, isn't it?
It's his only job. It's the most hardest thing to do, though.
Let's just look at the Brighton team then. If we can get the Brighton team up on the graphic, who are you most fearful from them that's going to hurt Manchester United, and where will the attackers on the pitch?
I mean, obviously the obvious one is Ferguson, because he's absolutely on fire at the moment. But we not?
You got
Mitoma. I thought, he's the one that I don't stop thinking about. Like, he's just such a good player.
Yeah.
That he's the one that he's tricky to go against. Makes
Ferguson playing?
Very good.
He's on the team. Is he not playing?
I think he's on the bench for
isn't he?
Ferguson.
Well, I'll take that.
Okay.
We've got
definitely
Welbeck.
fellow alongside lad Danny Welbeck's back at Old Trafford. He likes to perform. The thing is, we had this game. What was it? The second game of the season last year at Old Trafford, and
Scored, didn't
they turned us over, didn't they? So it'd be interesting to see what we come out with this time. What do you reckon there, Hopper? Like
Mitoma's a very good player. I think he, like I said, that's why I'm surprised Wan-Bissaka's not involved, because I think that would have been a good battle between them two. They've got some good players in there, haven't they? Got some good players. Adam Lallana, he can still play a little bit.
Yeah,
he's technically good, even though he's getting on a little bit. Who else is in there? I can't see it. Lewis Dunk, who's a good. Yeah,
Dunk's a beast of a player. Isn't he? He's a big lad.
Yeah,
but when you look at that Brighton team, and we're talking about like Brian Potter building something, they've lost a lot of players. You know, and still are managing to sort of turn out these good performances. So it's become something of I hate the phrase DNA, hate it, but it's the only thing I can refer to. Brighton have got this sort of reputation now of playing good football, despite them getting rid of players like Casemiro and so on and so forth. So that's why when people say Ten Hag's been here for over 12 months now, we need to be seeing more football. I mean, Adam Lallana's getting on.
Yeah, he is.
He's been around forever, it feels like.
Yeah, he is. He's getting on a bit, but he can still play. Technically, he's still good.
We've got Ben who said Dunk is better than Lindelof. What else goes? Please, can we put Hopper's mic back a centre?
It's all right.
Yeah, apparently, apparently he's spitting too close.
Lallana's 35.
Is it?
I think he was that old, actually.
I thought he was older than that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Adam Gibson said, might as well see if we can get some money for Palestra. Obviously has no faith in him. It would be stupid to renew contract if it keeps getting
How old is he?
playing time. Palestra, I think he's about 20 is it?
2021.
He's still a young lad, isn't he? He's still going to...
But when you get to that age, if you aren't getting into the team, because Garnacho seems to get a lot more shots than Palestra.
He does.
And given the circumstance on the right wing, if you're Palestra, it would be quite indicative of where Ten Hag sees you if you don't get the game time this season. Right, we're just coming up for 10 minutes before Manchester United take on Brighton at Old Trafford. Come on, United, I'm getting... I don't know if I'm anxious or excited. One of the two, definitely. MP, Brighton is not better than us. Settle down. Once our goals start going in, everyone will talk about how great we are, though playing the same way.
Optimism.
That's what we need, optimism, man.
When did you ever say Brighton's better than us?
No.
We didn't, did we?
No. I might be referring...
Said they're very good.
Sorry. Might be referring to somebody else in the chat.
We never said that.
Right, okay. Make sure you're getting your score predictions into the chat. Make sure you're liking as well. Over 2,000 watching now, so it'd be good to get them numbers up. Heaven Soul says 2-1 United, I think, but would love to keep a clean sheet. Christopher Dunn, 4-2. Højlund, hat-trick, let's go. Samuel Emery, 2-1, but we'll probably be 1-0 down at half-time. I hate that. Let's make it hard for ourselves before we start trying to perform. Tommy, 3-0 by United, yes. Vol, the producer, 3-1 United. Mr. Impact, Craig, 2-1. So a lot of optimism. Jody Marie, 4-1. Bruno Rash and the Denmark kid. I like that nickname.
Yeah.
Right, Lauren, it's your first watch along.
It is.
Time to put your neck on the block. What score are you predicting?
I do want to say that we're going to keep a clean sheet, but I can't see it happening. I'm going to say 2-1.
2-1 to United.
Yep.
Goals from
Højlund, and I'm going to go with McTominay.
Okay. Bring some of that international form to Old Trafford. You are aware of the watch along forfeit if you prediction come off. What is it? She's got a drink, producer Reef. No, I'm joking. Hopper, what's your score prediction?
I'm going to go 2-0.
2-0, that'd be nice. A little clean sheet, wouldn't it?
Højlund will get his first Old Trafford goal, and I think Bruno will score.
2-0. Let's get them scores in. I just want a performance, man. I mean, I don't want us to drop any points, but if it's a draw and United have a sort of convincing game, you know, rather than just sort of
doom and gloom.
Counter attacking that, I could quite take that. 7-0, Justin Bieber is saying. I just got that. Patrick Keller 4-2 to United. Everyone's really optimistic, as we should be, because we might have been playing the best football, but we are Manchester United.
Correct.
Here's one for you. Matthew Mikulev. Scotter, who is United's best looking player? Harry Maguire. I don't know. Who would you say United's best looking player is?
Don't even know why I'm thinking about this.
Why? I don't know your sexuality, but you know if someone's pretty or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Appreciate an attractive
Lauren,
man.
come on. You step up.
Victor Lindelof.
Victor Lindelof, really?
Yeah.
Do you like him? Yeah, as a player and as.
Yeah.
I wonder she was talking like that about him before.
Yeah.
Mad, isn't
it? People are saying Lindelof is. Garnacho is a decent looking lad.
No, God.
No? Oh, right, okay.
God, my sister fancies him.
Hoyland is a handsome. I don't know what we turned this podcast.
I know what's going on.
I can't wait until Jay Motta gets out of Old Trafford and goes, Scotty, what have you done? Why is everybody talking about who's the hottest United player? It's just what the fans asked for. People are saying Rashford. Someone's put Varane's jaw. What is going on? Varane's jawline, apparently, is quite attractive.
It's quite strong.
Right, okay. Martial is a good-looking lad, yes, if you look like a face of a slapped
What
ass.
time's kick-off?
Kick-off in 9 minutes, Manchester United against Brighton at Old Trafford. Keep getting your score predictions in, as well as everyone's flying through who's the hottest. Ram was chiselled by Michelangelo himself. Right, okay. Scotty McTotty is my man.
Oh,
wow, let Martinez run through me. Right, okay.
Ooh,
wow.
So
I mean, each to their own. Someone said Phil Jones, and we shall leave that at that. We are 8 minutes to go. I think did Liverpool finish 3-1?
Yeah.
3-1 was it?
Against Wolves. Can we get the league table up if possible, producer Ethan? Bring Phil Neville back now. There was a sexy man.
Phil Nev.
Only Gary Neville could dream. Matt Carter Music said Rasmus is going to smash the winner in today, 2-1 United. I'm going to be naively optimistic as usual. I'm thinking it's going to be 4-1, and I think Højlund's going to get a hat-trick. That's what I'm going to say. I'll take that all day. I've not got one of these right, so hopefully you're a good luck guest. Right, okay. Memphis Depay was a beauty. Right, at the moment, United's sitting 11th. How much do you actually read into the league table at this point, Lauren?
Not really.
Not really.
You know, everything can change, can't it? We're 4 games in. You can't really tell much. Now, I mean, to be fair though, the kind of top 6, a lot of them are probably going to stay there. I think Brighton will be up there.
Yeah, well, we don't want them to stay there because we need to
I think West Ham are probably going to struggle.
Yeah.
To stay up there. I think we'll get.
But in terms of points, you know, should United drop points today? I mean, we're already 6 off City, and Liverpool got a game in under us, but we're 7 off Liverpool. How important is the sort of league standings now, Hopper?
I think it's important to get a good start as well. Obviously, if you're going to challenge for Champions League and stuff, it is important. But you can't really look too much into it. If Almany's gone 4 games, you can't really look into it. Obviously, it's not great that we've had 2 defeats and 2 wins. Is that right? 2 wins?
Yeah.
2 wins. But it's kick on now. It is important to get a good start, though.
We always start terrible, though.
Unfortunately. So some teams have started pretty well. I think Spurs have been a surprise, especially with the new manager and stuff. Mm-hmm. And West Ham, David Moyes probably got a nosebleed seeing them in 4th. And Harry Maguire's kicking himself that he's not part of that Champions League pursuit down in London.
Too big for West Ham, isn't he?
He'll be alright every month when he looks at his wage packet, though.
Yeah. But that helps him. Heaven Soul, we just need to maintain steady points and stay close to the others who are running away with it. But our play and form is shocking, and further dips will just widen the gap. So think about games like this. We can't afford to drop points against the likes of Liverpool and Arsenal and or City, coming on. These games at Brighton at home are vital. Mm-hmm. Like last year when we were dropped to Brighton and Brentford, if we'd won them by the time we were well into the title race around Christmas time, if we'd won them games that were winnable.
Yeah.
I wonder if Ten Hag's just been speaking there to the press, or try and get some comments of what Ten Hag was saying before the games. But we are 5 minutes before kick-off, Manchester United versus Brighton. Buzzing to be joined by Hopper and Lauren making her debut. Yes. So we've got Lauren in the studio and we've got Rasmus at Old Trafford making their home debuts. There he is, look at that. Wonderful human being. He's going to be a dynamite striker for Manchester United.
I think he's very quickly going to become my favourite player. I just get a feeling.
Yeah. What did you get from them 15 minutes at the Emirates?
His strength, because he was all over Gabriel, and I think that's what we need, is that strength. We can't have someone that's weak in the box. Just his ability to get on the end of the ball. I thought he was going to score, to be honest, in them 15 minutes that he was on the pitch. So he's looking bright. I think when he's on the pitch, we're gonna see excitement. Yeah,
there is the fear when you put like that sort of price tag on a young lad and put him in the Manchester United team, that you could have like the rabbits in the headlights sort of scenario. But he didn't look phased at all, Hopper.
No, it was brilliant. Said before, it gives a bit of a different dynamic as well. Being used to like not having a vocal number 9, he, like Lauren said, he's big, strong. Gabriel's a big lad, you know what I mean, and he was throwing him about. So
wasn't phased, was he?
Dunk might be in for a bit of a day today.
Does he change how United play?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. In terms of get it into his feet, and like I said before, midfield runners running off. I think we've never had that. Like, you know, when we play Martial, again, he can't get his backside in his arms and he can't hold things up. He just gets, you know, he might gravitate out wide because that's where he feels comfortable. Rashford, again, drops deep or out wide because he feels comfortable. These are comfort for players, whereas he's not bothered about getting his body in and holding the ball up. Yeah,
it has been something we've looked a little bit clueless. We get to the sort of final third of the pitch, and it's all just passed around the box and no one knows where to sort of direct it into. But when you've got someone of that height and ability, hopefully it can get in the ball in the back of the net. Casemiro getting fired up, says Christopher Dunn. Mark Salisbury, we miss Weghorst. Anybody else miss him?
My dad, he's taking the mic.
Is your dad?
I love that. It's class.
Anything you want to say to your dad on camera?
No. No. He used to always wind me up about Weghorst.
That's class. Your dad's commented, by the way. That's unreal.
Faisal Bajija, 3-0 Manchester United. There are no easy games anymore. Do you think that the Premier League got more competitive?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it has. There definitely is no easy games anymore, but it's important, like you said before, the likes of the, you know, not saying the mid-table, but the in and around them sort of teams, not like the top 4 or, you know, challenging for Europe. You need to pick up points.
If you beat them teams and a loss to the top 4 teams,
you're laughing, mate.
It doesn't hit
especially
you
at home
much.
As well. You need to pick up.
We need to get that home record.
Yeah, we do.
Don't we?
2 minutes to go at Old Trafford. Manchester United versus Brighton. Come on, United.
Come on, the Reds.
Yeah, especially after everything that's been going on off the pitch. You know, this would be nice. It'd pacify fans, because I've never known Twitter to be like that with United not even playing football. the amount of
international break, it's all going mad.
It was just like Toxic City on there the last couple of weeks. Kimchi Cracker said hopeful but not optimistic about today. I don't know what that means. Hopeful but not optimistic. Who else? Is Amrabat fit? Obviously not. He's not even made it to the subs bench. He's a back, wasn't it? A back problem. Quite typical of Manchester United of late, isn't it? Only we would buy players. And then, do we know how long Mount's out for?
No, because he said he was going to be back after the international break, didn't he? And then obviously they said he's not.
A week or two probably with him, won't it?
We're going to be going to the game very, very soon. I think just a minute until kickoff. Keep getting your score predictions in. Over 2,000 watching. Make sure you're liking the video. Yep. I'm looking forward to Amrabat actually joining the midfield and sort of bolstering it up. Yep. I think he's a step above what McTominay offers. Maybe McTominay plus.
Yeah.
Remember the way. But Faisal Bajija, sorry for pronouncing your name wrong. Højlund 2 and Rashford 1. So he's gone for a 3-0. Simf, anyone else worried we might actually get walloped today? Is that a possibility? Can we get? We've got a decent home record. I'm not having that we're getting spanked today.
I don't think so on the scoreline, but I could see them potentially running rings around us.
In the same way that sort of Arsenal were putting the pressure on against at the Emirates.
Or like like the Wolves
Possession
game.
wise.
Yeah, I think they could make us look poor. But I reckon we'd still end up winning it.
But that goes down to,
United
again,
style.
what Ten Hag wants to do. If he wants to control games and press and stuff like that, these are the games you need to control rather than letting Brighton come to Old Trafford and control the pace of the games. And that's the difference. That's what we need to see.
Yeah, and the thing is, the Emirates, whilst it felt like a right kick to the teeth, you know, it worked as a tactic.
Yeah.
It could have been Burnley in United shirts, the sort of performance that we put out. It was very much not the ball over the top. Down to the last sort of 2-3 minutes, it worked in a VAR decision. You know, goes the other way to us. We win that game.
Tight as well.
I know, it was ridiculously tight. But I understood why it's set up that way. But yeah, at home,
it's different.
and it's not just the one game that matters when they have the performances where you dominate. It's the ripple effect. If you see Manchester United taking on Brighton today and we dominate the game, then it goes to the next. Everyone's thinking then, what United's turn up the week on week out, and that's how everyone knows what they're getting when they come up against Man City.
I think we need consistency well in our performances, don't we? So people do know what they're. Oh, we're just taken by surprise. 1 week we're good.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? We've turned into like Forrest Gump FC because we never know what we're going to get every single week. It's true though. Yeah, I was speaking to, not to drop in the clanger, but I was talking to Wes Brown yesterday, and he was saying that he still feels like it's a team of individuals, right? He doesn't seem that there's any sort of cohesion in there. Is that the manager to sort of fix that?
Definitely, yeah, because they're there day to day, aren't they? He's got to put his stamp on it and style-wise. And although, don't like talking about them, but City have got great individuals, but they play to a system, and everyone knows where they're at and what they do. And if they don't do that, they don't play. Yeah. And then they've got strength in depth to come in and then play that certain way. I think United need to get to that, where it doesn't matter who you are, you've got a role and you've got a responsibility. That's what you have to do.
We're at the position now, and where if one player goes out, we can't fill it with our left back's injured. We've got our right back in there, or we're going to sign someone from Spurs.
We've not got the rotation.
We have one right winger who's having his issues over the other side of the world. He's gone out, and then the other guy who's going to fill him in doesn't like getting out of bed. Yeah, I bet it was a nightmare for his parents at school. Jaden. We are going to be getting to the game very, very soon. Hopefully, I think we might be getting a little bit delay on it. 2 minutes have kicked off already. But we're still struggling.
No updates so far by the looks of things.
That's decent. No updates, yes.
No
updates. So we've lasted longer than Forest for not conceding a goal.
That's all right,
so that's really good. Keep your score predictions coming in. United versus Brighton. Cullen Sanders said the look Cassie gave Onana in the tunnel. I fear this game. So maybe some beef between Casemiro and Onana.
Oh God!
I bet that'd be a scrap though.
Wild, wouldn't it?
Knocking 10 bells out of each other. Oh wow!
Paid to see that.
Justin Bieber is crossing his fingers.
Unreal.
Dead Pixel said the media has been sticking the boot into United all week long building up to this match. Numerous negative hit pieces. That's always the case. I think I think this week more than ever. Whereas in the past they've had to sort of fabricate stories. We've literally just gone like, here you go.
Here we go.
Any more controversy? Stories for you all. That's what it's been like.
Yeah. That's it. We've fed into them, haven't we, this week?
Yeah, I don't know if my Wi-Fi's gone down on. I'm not getting any more chat on here. Is the Wi-Fi? Am I just talking to the ether? The stream's still working.
Oh, lovely.
So I can't see what you're saying. I can't watch the game. But producer Ethan is out there with his toolbox, and he looked mighty fine in the process. We're going to try and get the game on, but without having internet connections. Lauren, you're going to give us the update.
You're going to give us
via your watch, right? Okay. Anything happening?
No, I don't think so. My.
So thank you, Ethan, for that.
Yeah, cheers, Ethan.
He is a wizard with a screwdriver and some rope. Right, okay. Unlucky from Rashford. I think Rashford's had a chance. We can't actually see anything at the moment, so we can't even stay on time with you.
Really, I'm the bad luck charm.
People are saying it's a good start. Attack.
Can't control technical issues, Lauren. Not your fault.
And John Bamford said it's a 4-4-2 diamond that they're setting up, so it is two up front.
Must have been that phone call with Eric.
I can't wait to see that when I can see that. Region 8-year deal immediately. Highland first shot awful. Okay.
Well,
come on.
The way I see that though is like,
oh my God,
it can only get better.
Yeah.
You know.
He'll score today. He'll score today.
Yeah. Of course he will. Yeah. I can feel it.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying Region or Regulon, Regulion is
playing well.
Saying playing well.
It's
yeah,
good.
So that's good. I mean, it's not good for Wan-Bissaka.
Nah.
Doctor respects. We're not going to show the match, no, because then we'll get trouble.
We can't even see the match. So
yeah. If you find a link, let us know. Highland winning headers in the box, so that's good. That's something quite rare for us, isn't it? Winning headers in the box. Unlucky Highlands. I presume Highlands had a shot on target. Rash is looking sharp. Threw him down the left. Eventually, we will learn how to spell Sergio's name. It's Sergio Region.
I don't even know how to say his name. Never mind, spell it.
Region. I think that's how you say it, but like us English people, just Region.
What is it, Regulon?
I think it's Region.
Region.
Yeah, but you don't say it in the
just say it like you said before. It's just that left back, innit?
Yeah.
Left back from Spurs. If you can't say the name, you just say it's the left back.
Rash is on fire. Their defence is terrified. So it looks like Rashford's having a decent sort of game out there.
Good. Can't wait to see it.
Defending in a diamond as well.
I like that though. I like that diamond.
Yeah.
And like you said, that might make Rashford play closer to Highland as well, because Rashford can't be out there and an island there because he's isolated. So play the diamond in there. I like that. Sounds like a promising start anyway.
It certainly does.
Which is good. Which is positive.
Adam Gibson says a ridiculous back header by Dunk. Acid Rage said the Fergie way wasn't to lambast your players in public. No, obviously reference to Sancho.
I don't think Ten Hag really said much wrong though. I think he just said that this was the thing. He didn't say anything outlandish about him. He just.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Lovely.
We're with you now watching the game.
That header, wasn't it?
United versus Brighton.
Let's go.
Ericsson with a filthy dribble.
Nice.
I think we're a little bit behind here, are we?
Yeah,
just done that header, I think.
Minutes.
I think. Dunk. Is that steel? Pitch looks a joke, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine playing on that.
We used to have a really good pitch, and
so good.
Over the years, it's just not been looked after, has it? By like most of the stadium.
Oh,
good.
Nice.
Oh, he's done well. That's wowzers.
That was it. That's what they were saying, wasn't it?
Wow, that's class from Ericsson, by the way.
This is United.
Go on then. Class from Ericsson, that.
What a goal that would have been.
That would have been a great goal. Ericsson's feet there was unreal.
Right, so everything I said about Ericsson being an aging man and he's gone completely out the window.
Very good, that. I like how Rashford didn't even have to look then.
No,
he just put it in first time. He just knew.
I think Rashford,
to an area.
His best balls are when he doesn't have to think.
When he has to think about what he's got to do. His natural game's brilliant, but considering what options he's got, it's not his strong point.
He just put it in an area, didn't he? Just knowing that Highland's going to be there.
That's the thing now that we've got that striker.
Yeah, and he'll benefit from playing number 9 as well, because he'll know where the ball needs to be for the striker having that experience.
They do look good in the box though, Brighton, don't they?
Yes, love that. You putting his body on the line, the lad.
A lot of people are saying it's been an excellent start. Gordy said we're interchanging positions all over the pitch beautifully.
That's what we need. We need to be switching it up during the game.
That was some sexy Scandinavian skills there by Ericsson.
Look, first time puts it in there, just in an area. It's a great ball as well.
So unlucky.
I'm trying not to get excited, but I'm doing that.
I know we've watched
Come on,
2
Hoyland,
minutes of it, and I already
Eriksen
think,
making
oh my
third
God.
man runs now as well. He's a different man.
Some
Yes,
spanner in
Bruno.
the chat said, Eriksen's a poor man's John Joe Shelby. I hope that hangover's not too bad tomorrow, mate.
Oh, nice.
Adam Gibson saying it's
they
probably
were
the best
holding
10 minutes we've played this season.
Oh, brilliant. Go on. Finish.
God, oh.
Left leg. Oh, what a block.
Could have hit that first time, couldn't he, really?
Possibly.
No.
It's a great,
Offside.
start to
Yeah,
It
a lot
is.
of energy,
From what
man,
we've,
a lot of energy.
you know,
Really good start.
You never know after, when it comes to after the international break, what the players are going to be like. Sometimes you
Yeah.
get some sluggish performances.
Rashford was good in midweek though, wasn't he? Like shift-wise, he put a shift in, didn't he? Everyone seems up for it. The intensity is good.
Yeah, we've watched 3 minutes of it, and I'm already now excited. I'm a lot more optimistic than I was beforehand.
What score did you say? 2-1?
Yeah, 2-1.
2-1. You said 2-0.
2-0 me, yeah.
Well, we've got sound and everything now.
Whoa.
Woof! What a
There
Saturday.
we go.
Link-up play is good with Rasmus.
His positioning's good, but he seems to be getting everywhere.
Good. They play some nice stuff, Brighton, don't they?
Yeah.
Like style-wise, they like to play, don't they?
They're enjoyable to watch, aren't they?
Definitely. It's gone out, surely. No?
Oh.
Good. Good lad. Go on then.
Oh, just the way
Go
we're
on
getting
then.
it every
I
time.
tell you, United look up for this.
Oh, I'm lucky.
Oh, God. Oh, there we go. We're all right.
This certainly isn't the same team that played against Arsenal.
No,
it's
not.
Well done. Great start.
We look like we want to be there.
Everyone seems up for it, don't
Yeah.
they? It's good. Good start.
There's like confidence in them, isn't there?
Definitely loads of energy as well, which is great.
Why is everyone talking about food? I'm starving now. Noodles and cheese, chicken shop. Well, that's all about.
Yeah, it's all 1v1 here. Oh, got away with that. Turn.
I'm glad I was fearful Martinez was injured as well during
Yeah.
the week, and then
I feel like he's been a bit off the boil the start of this season. Coming back from his injury. He's
Yeah.
not been his typical self, but
He's done well, the keeper there.
was it Forrest had to come off at half time, Martinez, when he got
Yeah,
the
he come
yellow?
off, yeah.
Because he just went through one of their players.
Shock.
Yeah.
Loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah, David Ellingsworth saying the presence of Hoyland has everyone fired up. That might be the case, because if you're a player like Fernandes and you're banging that like crosses in and creative, and you've got no one to get on the end of it.
It's just a vocal point, isn't it? I think it's just different having that vocal point up there.
And the thing is, it can't be nice for the players to see the outside world viewing the club, as much as it is for fans, as a circus at the moment. And rightly so, because, the Glazers' ownership, the shit that is happening off the pitch, it's embarrassing for larger levels. And the players can only control what they can on the pitch. So, this could be a big two fingers to you all. Here we're Man United, we're back, we're not having any of your shit.
I love that. I think you just said it there. They can only control what goes on the pitch,
Yeah.
can't they? And if they get playing and get Old Trafford like a fortress and play that way that Ten Hag wants to play, no reason why you can't fall in love with him again.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
We can imagine that it's quite hard for the players as well, with everything going on, to keep a high morale. And, when their friends, their colleagues are having issues in the background.
What I will say on that though, like football's like a ruthless thing, like, the change room, so one person's downfall then escalates someone else, so it's like a bit of a cutthroat sort of thing, innit? But again, people are getting opportunities. He'll do a step over here or something.
That was balls.
Oh,
Lindelof.
God.
Oh, he's done well, Lindelof, by the way.
I tell you what, if
Great
that goes back
touch,
to
that.
De Gea, it'll be our Brighton score there.
Yeah, definitely. It just rolled between his legs.
Lindelof did so well with that pass there as well.
Lindelof and Onana playing 2-1-2s in the 6-yard box is not what me needs for my heart. Or Eriksen. I imagine Christian Eriksen. What are you doing, man?
Oh, my God.
Good. Hey. No?
A lot of people are singing for Region. Cameron Hall says boring stream today. Oh, sorry about that, Cameron.
Oh, all right then.
Sorry, Cam.
What would you like to somebody else saying that? Oh, piss off then. David Ellenworth, City won't admit it, but they've also acquired a lot of fans outside of Manchester since 2009. They're arguing about whether City's red.
Scotty boy. Look at Bruno where he's on at the ref here for a pass back. Just chasing the ref. What's going on here?
The yellow card's coming in a second.
Thank you very much, Mark. So it's been a great stream. So well done.
Can they check that? Can they check that? So if that's a pass back, can they go back to that? So Bruno's moaning about them making a pass back.
If there's some sort of like the ref can call. I'm not too sure.
When the ball goes out, can they go back to that?
I don't.
With the VAR stuff.
Yeah, I don't think.
Don't think they will do.
No.
I don't think it'd be.
Some sloppy passes in defence.
Oh wow! What a touch. Regulon again.
Nice, yes.
Didn't even say his name right, but what a touch.
Move for him.
That's a good ball. Hold it. That's a bad touch, but unlook it.
Was a bad touch.
He's done well there. Well done.
Regulon again.
It's nice that touch, wasn't it?
Very.
They're in. Oh.
Well, for 20 minutes into the first half, let us know who you think United's best player has been so far for 20 minutes. A lot of people are saying legit in love with Region so far. Has he been your best player for the first 20 minutes? Let us know what the performance has been like. Get liking the video as well.
Don't, jeez.
I love that because we were saying before it started, weren't we, about Regulon and people were questioning us getting him, and now look, everyone's saying how well he's playing.
I must admit, I was surprised that he would start, definitely, but fair play, opportunity, he's taking it. So
yeah, and that's what he said
football.
when he signed, and he knew what his job was. He knew what the manager was bringing him in for, and he'll do what he's asked of, and he is so far.
Playing well, stroking it about.
Kelly said, RH, who's the best player you have coached and who's the worst?
Ooh.
I don't think he's going to say the worst.
Nah, I'm not saying the worst. The best? Probably Bruno, the best one. Yeah. Scary Bruno, mate.
Oh.
The levels of them Premier League lads are just different. Like,
yeah.
The worst? Nah. No comment. Never see me again.
We'll talk about that off camera.
Yes.
And,
thanks for the question, though. I appreciate that. They're praising him, aren't they? The manager there.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Press. Go on then.
What I
Go
see
on
as
then.
well
Go on.
is us running at keepers.
Bit of pressure.
Yeah, we never put pressure on keepers last season at all. You never saw it.
Chris Holt says, for what it's worth, I've enjoyed the stream and Lauren is lovely too. So
Thank you.
There you go.
Love that.
Is that your dad?
No.
Class.
Just paid people to comment about me.
You got a hustler, you got a hustler. Looks like Brighton are hustling right now.
Oh no. Oh, 1-0. Shit. Welbeck again. Welbeck again.
The third best thing to come out alongside after me and Wes Brown.
Oh, mate, that's disappointing.
It's always going to happen.
To be fair, it's a great cross. It's a great finish with his left
got a
leg.
lot of space though.
Yeah, we'll have to have a look at that again. But He always scores against
He does.
United, doesn't he?
He does.
Especially at Old Trafford.
Jay Motti will be singing inside.
As it looks like it was Lindelof's
Oh,
fault.
no,
Great.
Lauren, you might be in trouble here.
Cut
Right,
now.
well, I said 4-1, so I'm still on.
Yeah, I said 2-1, so
It's too easy.
He's on. Has he come off him?
well
He's
on.
checked his shoulders, no?
Okay,
Oh my
no, he's
God,
gone
this
underneath
man-
it. Tried
How
to go
is
studs,
no
didn't he?
one-
Tried to like stab it with his studs, did he?
Yeah.
Someone at the side of him, though. It's difficult, that. It's a
But
great ball.
how are we letting him run into the box
Yeah,
like
somebody
that?
should have.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's talk about Lallana there, though, by the way. That dummy there. Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very intelligent, that. Oh, that's Welbeck, man.
I really like him as well. I
Who?
can't.
Welbeck.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, no,
figure out
listen,
him.
no, I like him, but it's just disappointing. It's
Yeah.
Lallana, though, there. That dummy. Oh, lads and lady. Come on, lads. Come on. They've started, like, we've complimented on how the intensity and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and then that happens.
Just undoes all the hard work, isn't
It
it?
does.
Come on. My prediction's gone, but
Yeah.
yours are still alive.
Iron
So come
Scotties
on,
are still going.
let's go.
I still, I now do still think we'll win it.
I think we're a few minutes behind on the stream.
Yeah. Now people in the comments ruining it for us.
Well, I knew about the Welbeck goal. About
Did you?
you?
Oh,
So,
stop. Is that why your face went?
A poker face.
He was all happy, and then for 1 minute he was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"What's up with Scotty here?
That is quiet.
You all right? Come on, lads. Overlap, Regulon. It's a great knock. Oh, what a ball that
It was
was.
a good ball again.
Come on, lads. Ericsson would have driven one in there. That was nice.
Mm. There we go.
Hit your ringtone.
No, it's an alarm.
No, alarm.
Turn that shit off. Oof, people are saying Maguire would have been better alongside Martinez. What do you make to that, Lindelof, number one fan?
It's just so wrong though, isn't it? Because I think they're just doing it to wind me up, I reckon.
Great ball.
Because no one has ever said Maguire is better than anyone.
Went for a 1-2 then. It went never on. Okay, come on.
Dead Pixel here. These players will throw Ten Hag under the bus like they've done with every other manager. The thing is that you can't keep saying that because it's different players. You know,
It's hard, especially when you're getting. Sorry, Lauren. Like when you're getting beat, it's very easy to sort of be the negative side of things. Like 20. Well, we're on 23 minutes here. Like there's a long way to go in the game as well.
Like
It started well.
Harder.
Yeah.
I think there'll be quite a lot of cards in this game.
Lads, we're way off.
How much do you think about Onana as to blame for the goal? Anything?
I don't know.
I would have to see it again to like really look at it.
I did kind of think could he have got to it, but I don't know whether it's
So
Would
dangerous
De Gea
going
got it?
forward.
maybe.
I think when you're like 6 yards out and you're knocking it in there, I would have to see it. It gets hard in it because the dummy's fantastic as well. Lindelof's sort of put his leg out because he thinks Lallana's going to whack his right leg on it.
Yeah, this is the fault for me. It was a lack of tracking back with Welbeck. He shouldn't have been able to run into the box that way.
No, not at all. Had so much space.
Brighton seem to be dominating play now. United were great from what we've seen from about 10 minutes in. Very direct, a lot of pace. And that goal seems to have just been a right punch to the gut.
I feel like that happens to us a lot of the time, though. We concede and we kind of put our heads down for a bit.
Yeah.
That was what was great about the Forest performance, the Forest game, is that time was when we go 2-0 down, we would have just lost that game. You know, I don't have been completely surprised if Forest battered us like 4-0, but then we came back into it and won the way we did. So we definitely know they've got it in them.
Go on. Oh, what a block that is. Great pull back from Dalot as well.
Really good ball and
should have done better there.
Nice attempt.
It was a packed box, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's class. Cut back.
It was a really good idea.
Good play that. Just need to keep this pressure now. When you're getting chances like this, just keep the pressure up. Because if you sit back from these, like we've seen there, like you said there, Scotty, they'll just control the game.
Yeah.
Because they're very good, like, at keeping possession. We're going to get chances. That's a great ball again.
Oh,
Go on. Hit one.
Oh, go on. Oh.
Good, you. Brighton have got everyone behind the ball.
Yeah. Oh my
Go all the
God,
way
they pushed
back,
us
man.
all the way back. Are you joking?
Old Trafford don't sound happy with that. Good pass.
Nice.
Touch. Go on in.
Oh, good dummy.
It was lovely.
Left leg out.
Oh!
Come on, keep this
Showing a
pressure
bit
now.
elusive with
Talk.
his pass there.
Oh, you've got to talk there, lads.
It's a good point, that actually. This isn't the strongest Brighton team,
Brighton
is it?
team, yeah, they're missing a few, aren't they? Everyone was probably looking at the Welbeck starting as well and thinking, what's the thinking with that?
Yeah.
You know, Ferguson on the bench. But again, come up with the goods. He always scores against United. It's mad.
I wonder if he's got the record of former players scoring against.
Be interesting to
Players
look into,
scoring
wouldn't
It
it?
would
their
be
form.
interesting
Yeah.
to see.
He always seems to score, especially at Old Trafford as well. It's like constant thing. From what I can remember anyway.
Want to apply that pressure?
That goal's just basically took everything out of what United were doing.
They're just so good at just keeping the ball though. Like,
They're
it's like a
well-oiled
BTEC sitter,
machine.
isn't it, really?
Yeah.
That's what it is,
Yeah.
like the way they stroke it about. But again, you need to just stay positive because you're going to get chances. Just got to take them.
It's gone to the one thing we didn't want to happen was them controlling the game.
Yeah, no, definitely.
We had control of it until the goal then.
This is where you need your leaders now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of try and
Step
keep a calm
100%.
head and sort of say, come on. This is the thing, like the Brighton playing the shapes of triangles all the time.
That's all they're doing, just keeping it ticking over all the time, 1 and 2 touch. Just keep it moving. Trust everybody on the ball as well. Could that runner there as well? No, he's not getting it.
I just don't understand why United can't play like that. I really don't.
Yeah,
why can't United dominate at home?
Well, they should do, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
And going back to what we were saying before the kick-off, like, that's how we thought Ten Hag style was,
yeah.
like. So, but again, we've got to stay positive. It is the 1-0 down, but look at that from Reguilon. Brilliant.
I am still positive now, but cause we go through times like this
Tight.
and end up coming back. We might just have to wait till second half.
Yeah. Like you said before, Scotty, about them like playing like little triangles and stuff like that. It doesn't matter, like, if a man's up the backside, they just give it him, don't they?
Yeah.
Whereas with us, I think it's just bit of panicky in it.
Even when we're playing well, it doesn't look as fluid as, say, like Brighton now, when they're just passing the ball. Ours always does look rushed or panicked, even when we're playing well.
Offside. Come on. What's everyone saying in the chat, Scott? Is
Just
anything?
checking, Adam, on a positive, Adam Gibson saying Amrabat is going to help this team out so much, sitting between the centre backs and the midfield to help with the defence in the transition. A lot of glazes out comments and stuff, but I mean, which we all agree with. But for the here and now, they're not doing anything on the pitch. Truffle Pup says, I miss Jay and Joel talking about biscuits. I miss having biscuits on the desk. I'm very disappointed with producer Ethan. I haven't had a coffee. Dr. Arthur said, what a pathetic team.
Go on, you. Come on, free kick, surely. No? Oh,
I was not giving that.
Come on. Welbeck's off here as well.
John White is saying, Ericsson and Scott having to go way out
Tackle.
wide to cover so much space.
Unlucky Bruno.
Redman07, member for 24 months, thank you very much. Said, big questions need asked of Erik ten Hag. Seen far many worse his performances under him than under Ole, yet he has much better team. I'm not Erik ten Hag out, but he's been poor. This is the thing that rubs me up wrong about Manchester United fans, and I expect to get pellets for this, is that if you criticise a player's performance, it's all right. But if you criticise a manager, you're already classed as saying, oh, you're saying Erik ten Hag out. I'm not. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, nobody is void of any criticism. Yeah. So I understand that. I mean, do you think ten Hag's had more worse performances than Solskjaer?
Solskjaer, again, I'm not sitting... Oof. Oh, my God. I'm not sitting on the fence, but Solskjaer played that sort of counter-attacking football, and everyone was complaining still about him not having a backbone. So can we win? Can the manager win with anything? I think we discussed it before.
I hope he can win today, Hopper.
I know I do. But I mean, like, Ten Hag, what I'm trying to say is, when Ten Hag come in, we was expecting him to play a certain way, his team to play a certain way. Now, if you're any Manchester United fan, are you happy with the way we play? You
have to be honest.
You have to be honest with yourself. Like, we're not saying that we want him out or anything, and even he probably knows that they're not playing the way he wants them to play. First 20 minutes, Ed, he probably was, because he was pressing, loads of energy, keeping the ball. Now, obviously, it's dropped off. Brighton have sort of come into it and keeping control of the possession. But again, Lauren, you said it before, it's consistency, isn't it? It's playing that way throughout the game.
I think I question, I don't know what it is with United managers, but...
That's a great ball, by the way.
Not committing to...
come on.
Subs.
Hit one.
Late subs. Oh.
Get in. Oh.
Was that off the crossbar then?
Took a bad
what
deflection.
Happened there? He go knee to knee.
Oh, that don't look
God.
Oh. Casemiro's pass there, by the way. Look at that. Switch of play. Class.
That aging midfielder.
Yeah.
It's a great ball, that.
Oh, dear.
He whacks his knee off his head, I think.
Oh,
does it? Oh, it's the bar.
Oh, it's hit the
post bar.
Post. Yeah.
They call it a stanchion, or
stanch. That's the bin. Yeah, no, that's in the bin.
Oh, that's the bit in the bin, isn't it?
The corner of the bar post. I like that. As soon as Rashford gets the ball there, usually, like, left back would leave him, would let him go 1v1. Reguilon's looking to overlap him,
now,
which is good. It just gives them something to think about, doesn't it?
Another option, isn't it?
Because Shaw's don't get me wrong, Shaw was great at getting forward and attacking wise, but quite a lot of time I just roll it to Rashford and let him do
Rashford,
it.
Yeah.
I'm gutted about that, because that was a really good chance for us.
Yeah, it was. Turn. Good. Come on, lads.
They say, is Casemiro still on holidays? I think we're coming back into it now. I think
that's a nice ball there.
Yeah. What's that like?
Oh. Come on, United.
Second ball.
Luke Morgan. We looked like we ran out of puff after the first 20 minutes.
Oh, Casemiro.
I think it's the goal that took that basically.
Oh, he's panicked there.
Oh no.
Wasn't going to give it then as well.
Oh, I was looking old then.
I think that comment on Casemiro just come after that, did he? Because look at this here. I think because he was a bit sloppy there.
Yeah.
I think it.
In some good news, although it'd be pretty pathetic to celebrate anyone else winning when we're currently losing. But West Ham are beating Man City, so it's always silver lining.
Yep.
But United have still got 55 minutes and change. Get back in this.
Done devil.
Keep forgetting McTominay's on the pitch.
Referee.
Hoyland's.
There we go. What's this saying?
Yeah.
Come on.
He's had no service though, has he?
No.
Not been able
Keep
to
it going.
even.
Kick it out. Oh wow, keeper. Some wow. Martinez.
Would you make changes at half time if you were the manager? Or would you keep it?
I'd probably keep it as it is.
Keep it as it is. If it doesn't change after 60, I would look to make some changes.
It's who do you bring on though, isn't it? Like,
I agree. Garnacho will be the go-to though, won't it? I still, honestly, I still think I admire the way Brighton play, but I still think we'll win this game.
Yeah, I do as well.
Like you said, great admirer of the way they stroke it about, but I feel like we'll get chances and we'll end up winning this game.
It'll probably be a game where they dominate pretty much all of it, but we end up finding those little...
But it didn't need to be this way, Lauren.
It didn't.
Because we started really well, and that goal just completely changed the pattern of play, really. That once they'd gone 1-0 in front, they looked like the better team.
We said, though, didn't we? We like to make it hard for ourselves.
That's it. United just need to stop dicking around now and just grab the ball. You don't need to be so direct. Just hold on to it and dictate play.
I think the goal as well, though. I think the goal's relaxed them a little bit as well. Because once you've got a bit of a cushion, you could sort of
of course.
You've got that
gives you the confidence as well.
To stroke it and play the way that they do. Because like you said, first 20 minutes, it wasn't doing that, was there? United was all over it and pressing, and it was looking good. But since that goal, they've just completely controlled the tempo of the game. Looks like they're always have space, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Move it that quick.
It's just so fluid.
Look, it's like...
Come on, we've got this, United.
Oh, no. Don't like this.
Oh, God, I thought that got
tangled
in his legs then.
He's an handful, that Matoma. Come on. Just popping it about, aren't they?
Just chucking it around.
Just want Hoyland to be one of them clinical strikers, don't we?
Yeah.
He's going to get a couple of chances into this game, you think?
I do think that we'll get chances. It's just like you said there, you have to be clinical and take them. Because they're happy to do this now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They're happy to keep the ball and frustrate us.
Come on, United.
We're an easily frustrated team as well.
Yeah. The thing is with Old Trafford, it's such a big pitch as well. So when they're playing this way, it's very difficult. Oh no, don't like this. It's done
right,
well.
come on now, counter attack.
Right. Give us something.
Very good, Regulon.
Right. Come on, hit him on the break.
Let's go. Come on.
Right, look at him
Rashid,
running
higher.
now.
Get higher. Go on, beat him.
Right, Hoyland running the box.
Come on. He's done well there. Go on.
Oh,
finish.
Go on.
Yes! Get in, Hoyland.
Get in!
Old Trafford debut.
Oh,
Old Trafford goal. Love it. Did you see that before it went in on there?
No,
I love it. Hoyland impact. Get in there.
To be honest, I thought he was taking it too
I
far,
love it.
Rashford.
Rashford's done very well there,
that's
Couple of
great.
step
I tell you
overs
what,
as well.
the composure of Hoyland as well to start getting
Very
the ball
good,
from one
yeah.
foot to the
Yeah,
other.
yeah, yeah.
Get it in,
you
United.
know. Love it. That there when he just slows it down and chops it. Rashford, that's class.
Right, I'll see the comments now because we've been avoiding them.
You know, when you said Hoyland was like, you said something about Hoyland and I thought, is it a hint here? That chop.
No.
Don't
It's not a
stop.
play.
It's a great touch, great finish. Is it gone out?
I think it
Don't
went
say
out.
that.
They not,
Stop.
Oh,
Don't
God.
stop. Oh, shit.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah, it's out.
It's out.
Yeah, it's out, that. It's out. Shit.
It's
Oh,
well
nah,
out of
stop.
play. It's well out
Oh,
of play.
no. It is as well, isn't it?
You're joking
Let's-
me.
Let's have a look. It's out, innit? Unless it's
Yeah.
hanging in like a tiny bit.
If they do it bird's eye view,
Oh.
it might be different.
Oh, don't. It's out. Unless it's like a
It's
touch
just
of the
got to
ball.
touch it, hasn't it? It's got the whole ball's got to be over, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be tight, you know.
I'm not looking at that.
It look
God,
like it's
well
out, you know.
out there. It
It's
looks
out.
well
It's
out.
out. It's not a goal, that. Yeah, it's out, lads and lady. Nah, it's not. It don't count that. I'd be very
I want a
surprised.
bird's eye view because that's when you can see if they
You can
Can
see
we have
curve
one
slightly
game
over.
without a VAR decision? Just one.
I have to laugh, but you just cry. It's every
Well,
time.
I think I'm close to crying.
It's not a goal, I don't think.
Why is it taking so long?
Oh, no. You get back in the game
Oh my God,
there.
there's going to be about...
Soul destroying for him as well.
Oh. No goal.
Ah, nah.
He did
Feel
so
so
well.
sorry for him.
Right, well, hopefully that, you know.
That spurs us on a bit.
Yeah. Fucking VAR.
Oh, I'm gutted for Hoyland as well.
It doesn't matter, Lauren. We're getting in this. He's going to get an hat-trick.
He is, yeah.
He did well with it, though.
Yeah.
Very. Both of them.
It was a really good disallowed goal, you know.
Feel so sorry for him. Like first Old Trafford goal,
Yeah,
he gets
it's
shot top
disallowed.
like that. He'll get another chance.
Oh,
Yeah, of course
He
he
will.
will.
No. Lauren.
Off.
Great
Oh,
tackle.
well done.
Yeah, there you go.
That's why
See?
Lauren loves you.
Come on, lads. Come on, give it. Keep it moving.
Yeah, Eriksen's had a good game, man.
He has.
He wants to play forward, doesn't he?
Oh, God.
Lindelof, you can see he's put pot in his hand there. He wants some options, but ended up going back now.
It's all right.
Well done.
Oh, lovely. Oh,
No,
oh God.
he's moaning here now. He's on one. Nice free kick.
Ooh, that was a professional foul, wasn't it? Cynical.
He's done well, him.
Regular.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Regulon, if that's to say it right. He's done well.
Like I say, I'm happy that it's kind of shut the people up that were questioning.
God, he shut me up. No, I was surprised though, but fair play to him. He's done really well, so can't fault him.
He was never going to be a superstar, was he? He wasn't a superstar signing, but
Come on, lads.
Just approaching half time, but I imagine there'll be quite a bit of.
Oh no. Very
there
good.
you go.
lovely.
Love
Quite a bit
it.
of injury time at that VAR.
Yeah.
Go on, keep pressing him. Go on. I like that. Oh, that was good though.
it
It was good
was.
press. Go on, keep going. Oh, that shouldn't be happening, you know. Shouldn't be going across
Well,
your
no,
box
you can
like
definitely
that.
do
Absolutely not.
Go on, Rashford.
3 minutes?
3 minutes.
I thought it'd be more than that. The way they're going with injury time now.
Oh, that's pissed me off. That
I know. When it slowed it down, though, it was clear.
Yeah. I think it was the right decision.
Definitely, but
there's always something though when we score goals, isn't there?
yeah.
It's never straightforward, is it?
I feel like any goal we score now, it could be perfect goal, like, but I'll still question it because I'm just expecting.
Come on. Have a good goal before the half time. That's a great knock.
That's a brilliant ball.
What a touch, by the way. Go on,
Come
beat
on,
him. 1v1.
Go on. And again, just
go on,
do it again.
Oh! He's gone for power, hasn't he? Went for power. I would have whipped that.
I love when Rashford's proper up for a game.
It's a great ball, great touch.
Sells him inside.
Goes for
he wants to try and bend it rather.
Should have whipped it, yeah. Should have whipped. Oh, he gone for that knuckleball, hasn't he? More
toes. A lot further than I thought, actually. Yeah.
Oh my God, I thought I was going to hit him then, but the net were there, wasn't it? Needed that whip one, the curve one, didn't
he? He needed it like an Anthony from the other side.
Yeah. Come on, Ericsson.
It's just coming up for half time. Manchester United 0, Brighton 1, Old Trafford. I thought it was against the run of play, but let's know what you think of the first half. Who's been your standout player for Man United? How do you think it's going to get in the second half? And should we make any changes? I got the points from Hopper and Lauren when the referee blows the whistle. I'm just going to try and come down from that VAR kick in the teeth. Gutted, man.
It's not good, is it?
I think what's annoyed me
Not
more
good.
about it is because it was such good play by both.
Go on in.
Yeah.
He's in.
Oh.
He's in. Ray!
Referee!
He's got...
Ref,
What? What's going on here?
It's got to be a card. Does he give them the free
He's
kick?
offside. He's given
right.
offside.
Oh, right, yeah. I mean...
I tell you what, if that's a foul, he's in trouble there, you know. Let's have a look. If it comes off their man, though... Oh, no, it comes off our man, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's naughty, that.
If it comes off their man, it's different, isn't it?
Oh? I think it came off ours.
It's half time at Old Trafford. United trailing by 1 goal to Brighton. Get your thoughts in. Who do you think's been the best player United first half? What do you think of it? And would you make any changes at half time if you were Ten Hag? Right, Lauren, we'll go to you. First up, what's your overall opinion of the first 45 minutes?
It's hard because there was really bright points, wasn't there? And we were getting into it and we were getting excited, and then obviously the goal came, and like we were saying, we let Welbeck have well too much room. That shouldn't be happening, especially with as we've been saying as well, the amount of times he scores against us. We're looking bright in areas and at times, but it's just, again, this consistency problem. We can't seem to even get through a full half playing confidently.
And what do you make, Hopper? We've still got a little bit of a stream here, so we might not be at it is half time.
Yeah.
Hopper, what have you made?
I thought like the first, like we said, the first start to the game, 20 minutes, I thought we started on the front foot. I thought the intensity were there, the pressing, and he was playing well.
Yeah.
Everyone in the chat and ourselves was really impressed. I think it's a very intelligent goal from them. I know he gets down to the outside of Martinez, but it's a great dummy from Lallana, and it's a good finish from Welbeck. And that just took the sail out of us, didn't it? And it was one of them. They started to take control of possession, playing the game. They was more relaxed. But for me, I still think there's chances in the game. We've seen it, obviously, the disallowed goal. I feel like I think we'll still win this game. There'll definitely be chances for us, but very much I think they took over towards the end. And yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, bit of a weird first half, but I do feel like there's chances.
Yeah. we definitely take confidence out of the first half with the sort of, even when we went 1-0 down, and then we sort of brought ourselves back into the game in the same first 10 minutes. And then, even though it wasn't a goal, he took it well, the young lad, didn't he?
I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the play. Rashford, then Højlund, the way he turned it. It's just annoying that it got disallowed, isn't it?
To be fair, it was a great goal. Like Rashford, great play. great feet in tight situations and great ball, and great finish, great composure, but it was out.
Yeah.
We slowed it down and we had a proper look, and it was out. So it's one of them things. But let's go. I still think there's chances.
Yeah.
Chances for us.
Would you make any changes, Lauren?
As we were saying, I don't think just yet. But what I would like to see is bringing on either Garnacho or Plistri, just to mix it up a little bit.
Who would you take off for that?
McTominay, maybe.
McTominay, I thought he's been pretty decent.
No, I do think he has been decent. Don't get me wrong. I don't think just someone needs to come off. Don't think
right.
What I mean?
Yeah,
it's just one of them. It's who you choose, really.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anyone's having a bad game.
Yeah.
At all. So it's just, it would be best to take off to bring someone else to change the game up a bit.
Yeah, a lot of people in the comments were saying like Reguilón has been United's best player in the first half. Who were you impressed with the
I was impressed with him. I was surprised that he started the game like touched on before it. I thought with Mitoma he would go 1v1 with Wan-Bissaka. That'll be a good battle. But listen, he started. He's done really well. He's took his opportunity. He's on the front foot. Like I said, he's not leaving Rashford to just go 1v1. He's getting forward. He's getting on the overlaps, and he's been fantastic on the ball. So fair play to him.
Yeah, one of the players that I was concerned about before the game started was maybe the sort of pace of Eriksen in that midfield.
Yeah,
but that sexy Scandinavian skill that is real. What was that? No, I don't think I've ever seen Eriksen spin on the ball like that before.
Lovely,
that was class. Lindelof, though. We're talking about Scandinavian sexiness. You were saying that Lindelof is the best looking man. Do you think he's had a good game?
Shaky in parts, but like when you were about to question him and then he saved himself.
Yeah.
I think he can do that. He can be a bit dodgy at times, but I do think he does try and pull it back. He'll never give up. If he has lost the ball, he will try and get back and regain possession.
Yeah, if you could do the comparison between him and Maguire, is if Maguire makes a mistake, it weighs on him for the rest of the game. Whereas if Lindelof makes an error, he builds himself back up, which is very much what Manchester United need to do in the second half. I'll get to some of your comments. Rashford's coming under for a lot of stick. People saying Rashford is too selfish. Should be passing a lot more. We need to feed Højlund more, says Jaden. Justin Beaver says Eriksen is great on the ball but never wants to make a tackle. Brighton is the better team,
but everyone just going back to that with Eriksen, everybody knows he's not like a destroyer. Like Casemiro's the destroyer, McTominay's a destroyer.
He's a creative player. You very rarely get the two warrior and artist. Do you in the same?
Technically, he's in there for a reason. And I don't think he's had a bad game, to be honest.
I don't think he's been really good in that midfield.
I think he's been all right. But
Thomas K. Siam says, Bruno, as always, has been lethargic. What do you make to that, Hobby? Because before the game, you were talking, waxing lyrical, rightly so, for the attributes of Bruno Fernandes. But he doesn't like playing out on the right.
No.
And I think that's shown today. It's not been one of his better games for United.
Yeah, I think, for him, out wide, it's a bit of a graveyard shift, a lot of running. Stuff like that, but when he's central, I don't think he's got on the ball in between the lines enough. I don't think he's been opportunities where he can feed them passes through and stuff. But it's a big second half for him, and he's got to stand up. He's a captain of the club, and the team need him, so got to stand up.
Dead Pixel, Casemiro is so sloppy on the ball. Sometimes he's getting caught in possession quite a lot. It's an interesting take. Reguilón, he's getting a lot of people are saying he's United's best player. Palestra's getting a lot of people are suggesting he's to come on.
Could Onana have done better?
It's a great that we're just looking at the goal here. If you ever look at obviously Welbeck's positioning at the start, as soon as he sets that, he's off. It goes down the side. Now look at his run into the box. Look at the dummy though from Lallana. Look, that's intelligent. Everyone watch Lindelof's leg. He thinks he goes to block it. Look at that. That's class. Little overs and it's a good finish from Welbeck. Who is it that stops
running alongside Welbeck? Is it McTominay? Yeah.
It's a great finish.
He can't be allowed to sort of run into the box like that unchallenged. But yeah, it was a decent goal. Would you put any blame at Onana then? We were talking before the game about him getting some criticism. We are conceding a lot of goals. De Gea was known for his shot stopping. We're talking about Golden Glove and so forth.
I'm watching it again and Don't know, because as we were saying, we said it when it went in, like, you're watching Lallana because you think it's going to be him that's going for it. Would De Gea have got it? Maybe.
He's 6 yards. He's six
He's
yards
6 yards
out.
Never mind. Should De Gea have got it? Should Onana have got it? Do you think? I think
maybe
maybe
one of them.
Yeah, I think there's probably one goal that Onana's conceded this season that I think he could have done better for.
Yeah.
But I think the majority of
Just so well there, Rashford.
Yeah.
You know. It's just so unlucky that he does really well, Rashford.
He doesn't. He should have kept it in.
It's hard
No, I know there wasn't the room to do it. Honestly,
if he doesn't like hesitate to do it,
yeah,
then, and it gets blocked.
Yeah, he doesn't get the room to do it.
I thought he'd done really well there.
I thought he took it too far. And then he scored, didn't,
but
and then he did.
That has been the one of the bright points of the first half is the relations that we're sort of seeing between Rashford and Højlund up front. We're talking about like that sort of pairing, and we wanted to see it before the game started. Them two sort of linking up. This is the first time we've actually had 45 minutes together. What have you made of that, Hopper?
Like I said at the start of the game, I like that diamond in there because I feel like if you play them two together as a two, might be a little bit of an interesting sort of dynamic.
Yeah.
You know, he could drop in. Højlund can be that vocal point and hold the things up with Rashford getting off in third man runs and stuff. But we've not really seen. We've seen little glimpses, haven't we? We've not really seen like major moments for it. But again, 45 minutes to go. You know, it's the first proper game they played together. Hopefully they can develop that relationship and go on and do well.
Casemiro's getting a hell of a lot of stick in the chat. Nearly 3,000 of you watching. Make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe button if you haven't already done so. People are talking about Amrabat in the centre midfield. When Brighton are sort of attacking us, where can we improve that way with the sort of... They're hitting us with numbers when they get into the box. And I think whilst United will get chances in the second half, we do need to tighten up at the back. Otherwise, what's going to happen is what happened in the first half.
I think I still find a bit of lack of communication in that back four. Like the positioning, you know, when before, like we were saying, even when Lindelof wanted to be coming forward and Martinez is pushing things back, they're not kind of... I don't think they're completely in sync with each other. And what they both want. I think Brighton have got all the men behind the ball, haven't they? So they've got constant options everywhere.
Yeah.
Because there's no one ahead of the ball. I think we just need to tighten up in that midfield. Casemiro needs to get his act together a little bit, if I do say so. I love Casemiro, absolutely love him, but I think this season and today is not showing what he was last season. Yeah,
I mean, there were sort of like lofty heights of performances that were putting in last season. So, we expect more. Someone, Jerome T. Green in the Super Chat said, Japan's goal seemed way more out than that one, and they gave it. Seems the English VAR officials are incompetent. I just want one United game with no VAR decisions to talk about after the game. Honestly, it just every single week. You're starting to do my shedding. People are saying Brighton are going to win this game just by playing simple football.
Brighton, the way we said it before the game, they play some fantastic stuff. Brighton, the manager's got them popping it about and playing some great football. And we've seen it after the goal today. United started well, like I said, pressing, but as soon as that goal went in, they just started stroking it about. It doesn't matter if anybody's up the backsides or wherever around them, they just feed them the ball. They're all comfortable technically, and to be fair to Brighton, they've played well.
Yeah, they're a well-coached team, aren't they?
Very good, yeah.
I think we said before the kick-off, they're not going to come to Old Trafford daunted, knowing that we didn't beat them last season, that outside of being on penalties, our performances haven't been brilliant. So, they would well up for coming for 3 points at Old Trafford today.
Especially Old Trafford's pitch, it's that big, they can play that sort of expansive stuff. I still think there's goal. I know I keep saying it, but I still think there's opportunities in this for United.
Yeah, I think
chances.
Second half is about 5 minutes away. Get your suggestions in if you'd like Ten Hag to make any substitutions ahead of the second half kickoff. Everyone's getting very pessimistic. Brighton easy win. Nah, man. That goal goes in. It's marginal, isn't it? I mean, it's the same as the Arsenal game with their Garnacho VAR decision.
Yeah.
That I think was.
It's huge the way they started. They started the first half very well. It's huge the way they started this half as well. Set the tone, come out, press, full intensity, get the ball.
Early.
Yeah.
There's chances in this.
The thing is United, if we go on the offence and we're playing nice football around the box, very rarely is matched in the defence. Do you know what I mean? Like if we're playing a game, we'll do well one end of the pitch, but then we'll like make bad mistakes. We just need that consistency across the board, rather than it be individual genius here and there.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody, I'd rather just play. I'd rather 11 of them have like 7 or 8 out of 10, rather than 1 or 2 players have 9s.
Yeah.
You know, they just need that sort of consistency of the players.
Like I said, I don't think anyone's really had a bad game. There's no one that's, you know, dropping clangers or anything. It's all just, they're all going in waves together of, you know, good bits and not so great bits.
Palestri on the right wing. What would you do there then? If Palestri comes on the right wing, would you move Fernandes back in the middle?
So you take off though, innit? You know, do you take off, you know, a technician, you know, like Ericsson?
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to take Bruno off unless he's injured or whatever.
No, I mean, for me, given the first half, I'd probably look to... I thought McTominay had a good game. He was breaking up play and just... He wasn't doing anything amazing with the ball, but he was just getting busy and sort of trying to disrupt stuff. I'd probably move him for Casemiro, put Bruno back in the middle and bring Palestri on the right. That'd be the
I think Scott's probably the easiest to take out, though, if I'm being honest.
He's probably the easiest, but I mean, given the performance in the first half...
Yeah. I just think what he goes to on a regular basis is the Casemiro, the Bruno,
that's it.
where you know he's always just really got into the team. I think he'll be the easy option to take out. I understand what you're saying regarding performance related, but
I agree with that. That's why
these
I said
gaffers, these gaffers have the favourites. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stevie Howson has his favourites.
Does there? Reguilon has been good. Everyone's sort of seeing that he's United's best player. I mean, that's not warming, isn't it? Like, our best player for the first 45 minutes is a loanee from Spurs. When we've got all that talent across the pitch, the one who's sort of performing is the one who's only going to be there till January. He doesn't even need to. I
just think he's coming. Had a good go. He's had a good go. He's on his front foot. He's energetic. He's kept the ball well. He's had
ideas as well, hasn't he? He's not just kind of gone with the motions. He's actually creating chances, as you say, going on the overlap.
Everyone's probably expecting him to come in and be steady. That's why. Because he's not coming and being steady, and he's getting on his bike and he's going overlapping.
That's what I thought he was going to be. Just
fair play to him.
There to be in that position, kind of thing.
It's just coming up for the second half. Manchester United trailing by 1-0 against Brighton at home. It's not good enough. First 20 minutes were all right until we conceded, and then Brighton seemed to take control of the game. Make sure you're liking. 3,000 of you watching. Start liking and subscribing the video if you haven't done so already, and let us know what you'd like Ten Hag to do in the second half. I think another encouraging thing is that Højlund, even though he's only had sort of minimal chances, that one that he put away, he's very quick on his feet to move the ball from one to another. So you just know if he's going to get another chance like that, 9 times out of 10 it end up in the net.
He's been in the right positions as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
When he's needed to be. I wonder if anything was said about that comment, when someone commented about Casemiro and Onana. The look they had between each other. I wonder if anything was said about that.
What was everyone going on about?
No, someone at the comment said that Onana and Casemiro were staring each other down in the tunnel.
Probably someone just...
I think that's probably someone who's trying to get a degree in body language.
Read into it too
much. Has Ten Hag made any subs?
Nah. Don't look like it. He doesn't really like early subs, does he?
No, I think people in the chat are having a laugh saying Maguire's come on.
Oh, because he was in the tunnel there. Imagine.
Welb's at it again.
I know, always, man.
Mate. Always.
God.
He's not welcome back round alongside now. Jay Motti will be happy about that, though. He's got a Welbeck tattoo,
Stop.
I'm joking.
Nah, it's not, is it?
He's got a poster up of him in the bathroom. But he's not got a tattoo.
Come on, lads.
Come on, United. Second half now. Get a bit of volume if possible.
Come on now, lads. Let's go.
Just need to set the tone early.
100%.
Yeah, is that...
He's class Onana and he's so... Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Curse of the
See,
commentator.
yeah, there you go.
Come on, let's play early. Let's go. Put it down and play. You know, we talk about him, you know, talk about him with his feet. Talk about with his feet, but he has gone quite direct a lot today, hasn't he? Yeah. Like with his distribution.
Yeah. Come on, United.
Ah.
God.
Come on.
What's going on?
It's rapid Welbeck, innit?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well done.
Calm,
Good.
calm.
Hold.
I do always feel
Well
like
done.
we got panicked on the ball.
We do. We like composure. It's like every time we get the ball, it's like, right, let's dive, let's go and attack, rather than just like hold on to it. Like they're trying to pass a hot potato around Old Trafford.
It's the right idea from Casemiro with the ball there. It's just skipped on, didn't it? Too much weight on the pass. Relax. Go on. Don't like that. Don't like that.
What's going on?
Why has he done that? Why has he not like turned out and just recycled the ball there? Why is he doing that? Just great feet.
Oh, it's so good to watch. So annoying. Nice.
Great defending.
Oh.
Very nice.
Turn. Come on, Bruno. Good. Go on. 1v1. Go beat him. Go on, beat him.
Go on, Højlund, get in there.
Finish. Left leg. Ah.
Oh, it was
I should have hit that earlier with his left leg, shouldn't I? Oh, he's off again here. So much energy, hasn't he?
Yeah. Don't stop, does he?
Oh, your man here.
No, watch the runners.
Oh.
Oh, here we go.
Surprised he's passed it there. Welbeck.
Oh, he was in a good position.
Thought he was going to hit that then. I'm glad he didn't, but...
I was seeing a goal in that.
For me, Rashford should have shot early with his left leg. What's the overlap?
Too greedy, remember?
Oh no.
Oh.
I don't.
God.
Go on, Regulon, off you go.
A lot of people are coming in for some stick about Onana giving the ball away quite a lot.
I know I said before the game about his distribution. It's not been that good.
It's a great ball.
Oh.
Come on now.
Go on.
Go on, get off him.
Come on.
Go on.
I didn't check his shoulder, did he? Gives you that different dynamic again though, the ball coming back to goal, nice and strong, try to roll people and stuff.
Also feels like
should have shot
more
there.
that something's going to happen.
Come on then, get the ball, come on. Oh,
Right, come on.
That's it now. He's got away with that, hasn't he? Good. See, Tommy needs to drop in and get the ball there. It's too late.
He never finds the space.
Back again.
You need your centre midfielder in that pocket there, just to bounce back.
Oh, come on.
He's done well there.
Just running into nothing though.
Well done, Ericsson. No, wasteful.
Who was that to?
Go on. I was going to say, wonder what the possession stats are. They keep the ball really well, don't
Yeah,
they?
and pass completion as well, because
That'd be a good one to see.
We've been so wasteful again.
Just good play. Don't give a free kick for that. Casemiro, get on the ball. Get on it. Well done. Great play.
Nice.
Oh,
Touch.
nice turn.
Play him.
Send him.
Brilliant.
Oh, well done.
Great
1v1.
play.
This is a goal, this.
Look at the pace as well on him. Oh my God.
Bad touch, wasn't it, just before he was shot?
Highland was sliding in on the back stick there as
The
well.
run Hoyland made then.
Oh.
God.
It is encouraging how these two are playing together, though.
You talk about moments, though. They're the moments there where you need to be better, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, when you're 1v1 like that.
The run here.
Oh, look at that.
He's
Slide
ready.
it through, yeah.
Got to be better there. When you're 1v1 like that, got to make better decisions. That touch.
If he gets the ball in the 6-yard box there, I've seen it.
Still chances in this. Definitely.
Yeah, 40 minutes left.
Needs to be clinical now when you get them. Welbeck's so deep, innit?
Gotcha.
Gets on the ball all the time though. They always give it him. Jesus.
Yeah.
Stop.
No.
Stop. Ugh.
This is just a waiting game now, isn't it?
Oh my God.
There's that forward button.
No, shock it's come from him. He's a good player as well, that lamp. Oh, wow. Oh,
What are we
sold him.
doing
oh,
there?
mate. Sent him to the shop.
Oh.
Wow.
That is a great dummy to sell a defender.
Wow,
But that's
it was.
fucking joke.
Individual moment. Great chop, that. Sent him to the shop. That lamped his feet there. I don't think he meant to like play the pass to it, but it come off and it was nice. He didn't. I don't think he meant it though. Look at him.
Can't lie, I'm glad I sold my ticket.
Come on.
Let's see it again.
Way it looked was, you know, like Lamptey's touch here. It's like he didn't mean to like it to go to Gross, but it did. This one here. He meant to go to.
Oh, yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean? But that's class, to be fair.
He's completely. Is it Martinez? He completely.
It's like he's trying to go back, but it goes in front of him, but it works out better. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, yeah, with the pass.
Look there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, that's great. Drop of the shoulder.
Yeah, drop of the shoulders completely.
Everyone's going to say Onana there as well because it's close to him.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's what everyone's going to say because that's all we've been hearing all stream. It's like the first goal, 6 yards out.
Pretty
he
much.
saved it.
You
You know what I mean?
We're getting De Gea. Can we get De Gea back?
Yeah,
De
it's
Gea would have
nonsense.
saved that. Blah, blah,
6
blah.
yards out, 12 yards out with power. Great drop of the
Well,
shoulder.
if you thought last week was a joke for me, Man United fan, it's certainly not got any better this last 55 minutes. Fucking hell. They started great as well.
Why can't we keep it up?
Why can't we have nice things at this club anymore?
It's
it
actually
used to be
painful.
wonderful being a Manchester
It
United
did.
fan.
It
Now it's just
really
gone
did.
to complete and utter shit.
It's become a chore to watch.
I know I'm not going to blame you, Lauren. I know it's your first watch along. It'd be very bad of me.
It's all my fault.
It's but you, along with Martinez and and City, have just equalised against West Ham as well. Not that we're not going to be bothered about Champions League spots this season.
We just need
It's
to
bad though, isn't it?
concentrate
Though,
on
because
ourselves,
like if we had to
fucking worry
lose
about
here,
them.
we're like, what are we? 6 points already off the top 4.
Yeah.
We'll stay up.
Steve.
Every dark cloud day.
Wow. It's one of them you don't actually know what to say now.
No.
It's just a case of
There's 35 minutes left in the game, man.
but
We
they're
can
gonna
still-
need
I
something
appreciate
like
the optimism.
Well,
No, I
gotta
like
be
it, mate. I
optimistic.
like
No,
it,
you
mate,
gotta
but-
be- And players need to earn their wages, or they can piss off out the club with that other one who can't be asked to turn up for work on time. It's true though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like at some point they have to you can, and I'll be the first to criticise Ten Hag if I don't think the players, if they're putting the performance in, but the players need to start doing stuff as well.
Take some
come on,
accountability.
lads. Give it him.
Going
what are
back
we
again and
doing?
allowing all the Brighton to get behind the ball. Shower of shite.
Drive. Hit one.
Go on.
Get in. Oh, unlucky.
And his first shot, Fernandez. This game.
Yeah.
This season. Jesus.
We need to just switch
Like I
it up
said,
now.
yeah, there's got to be a bit more urgency in trying to play forward and stuff. I think Brighton are getting behind the ball and we're playing back, and it's going to frustrate the crowd. Everyone's going to get on him in a minute. He's good in Lamptey. Got good players all over the pitch. We're a good team, these.
As we said, even with losing.
But this is a weakened Brighton team.
Yeah, this is just the way they played it. But then does that not tell us how far we're off it? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Pass the ball now.
Get up.
Well played.
Hit one.
Hit it.
Hit one. Oh, be selfish, lads.
Oh, come on.
Oh my God.
You want your centre forward just hitting that there in his left leg.
They take a bad deflection, yeah.
I just thought it was a really poor shot. It was a deflection.
Come on, Highland.
If he's got a couple of goals in the locker there. Whoa!
What?
Ooh.
Oh God, I thought I was in.
If he's scored a few goals, he's hitting that there.
Wasteful, that Bruno.
Yeah,
Confidence.
he just needs that confidence,
Yeah,
doesn't
he needs that goal and then he's hitting them. He ain't passing that there when he's got full of confidence. Fucking hell.
60 minutes in, you reckon we're making any substitutions anytime soon, Lauren? You want Palestri on for McTominay?
You'd hope so. You can see him warming up, but they could be warming up for another 10, 15 minutes.
You think he could leave it another 10, 15 minutes though before?
Ten Hag, he loves a late substitution.
even a draw
doesn't he?
on this performance is not good enough.
No.
It's absolute shit. It really is. A lot of very well paid footballers that don't seem to give a shit or know how to play the game anymore or don't care to.
Like I just said, it might just show us how far we actually are off it. Like we know Brighton play great football, but they're just teaching us.
But that's not good enough. I'm not saying Ten Hag out by any stretch of the imagination. Manchester United, in no shape or form, whether it's the running of the club or the football that's being played on it, should be anywhere near behind Brighton, Hove and fucking Albion.
Yep.
It shouldn't be a thing. But it spans from them goals. But no, I know we are though. And it all comes from them. It all comes from them ghosts of owners that we've got. But that still doesn't give excuses to some of the performances that I've seen today.
No.
These are players that are more than capable playing world class week in, week out. They're just running rings around us.
Yeah, they are. They're just taking the piss.
It's like a game of cat and mouse.
Wow. First to everything. Look, Welbeck. Welbeck again. First to everything. Dropping so deep, getting on the ball. Second best all over now.
Yeah, Darth Watson, Scotty, he said Brighton are a great side and a well-run club. I know they are,
Yeah.
but
They
given
are,
the
yeah.
size, stature and history of Brighton compared to Manchester United, it shouldn't be that way. I'm not dismissing the talent that Brighton have on the football pitch.
But again,
I'm saying because they are a well-run club, the evidence that it sort of seeps down onto the football pitch. We're the opposite.
goes down to the style and the system, though, that he's got them playing in. That's what it is, the style and the system. It's as simple as that.
But it's not. But it's not just that. It's the players they buy. We've got people who can't even turn up for work on time because we don't even check the personality of players.
We just want the superstar names, don't we?
Yeah,
and
what
name?
Well, if you look at all, we talk about the Sancho thing, all the marketing for all that went around him and stuff, and he can't be asked getting out of bed to turn up for work on time. But then you've got these Brighton lads who are earning a third of his money that are running through walls for their manager. A third?
No way any of them are on as much as a third.
Of Sancho's?
But none of them are on one. I bet they're all on 50, 60 tops.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, it probably is.
Want to know now.
Oh, he's done very well. Go on, get yourself something. Done very well. Lucky, well done.
Again, got abandoned.
Really?
You. Yeah, why is it always
Is
you?
it bad? Like prop. Was it worthy of a game getting abandoned or not? Or was it handbags or was it full on like?
I did a tweet. Referee didn't know the rules.
We've had
What score was it at the time?
2-0.
Oh, you're fuming then, yeah?
Tina Tellefson to Tolka as a super chat. I feel that the Sancho conflict has a bigger impact than we know, and as long as the Glazers own United, this is what we get served.
I know it sounds mad here, and I hope I don't get shit for this, but the Sancho thing has got nothing to do with them on that football pitch right now. 11 players playing against Brighton's 11 players.
Yeah.
Sancho's situation has got nothing to do with what's going on that pitch right now. You may agree or you may disagree.
I think it might maybe
got
drop them, you know, they might not be
Brighton are just
well up
Brighton
for it,
are better than Man United now playing on
Yeah.
this pitch.
100%.
11 players are better than.
much better.
Yeah.
It's like
Right, but I get that. But I don't know how much you can sort of completely dismiss the Sancho situation. Okay, Sancho isn't playing. And I'm not just saying the Sancho thing. You can go back to the whole sort of air around the football club through the Mason Greenwood stuff or the Anthony stuff or the ownership. It creates an air of like what you're playing with. Do you know what I mean?
I'm
not saying that. I'm not giving excuses for this this shit on the pitch.
No, I agree, and I get what you're saying about morale, and I understand all that. But like on this game right now, Brighton have been brilliant, and they've been better than what we have. And it's not going to take like a magician to work that out. They've been playing better football, like.
We're all right. Wait. Sorry. We're going to be saved now.
And Martial.
Because Martial's coming on the pitch, right? So. That's it. We're going to win the game now.
I can't believe
Hoyland's coming off of Martial.
They're booing him.
Did that get a bad reception then?
Yeah, they're booing
him.
Yeah,
they're booing? Oof. Jeez.
They're not happy.
That is never good, that is it.
Casemiro and Hoyland off for Hannibal and Martial. Be interested to see Hannibal a lot more than it will be seeing Martial, but yeah. Casemiro's not had a great start to the season. I think you were making reference to how much you've been enjoying his summer. I'll not put into the words.
Yeah, no, he did.
He's not had a great start to the season, has he?
No, he's loved his off season, didn't he? But looks in better nick, to be fair to him. But his performances have got to come.
Still not up to it than he was last season, is he?
Shouldn't be booing Martial regardless of how you feel about it.
Or is it that the booing taking Hoyland off?
I think that's more of it.
I think the booing Hoyland being brought off
Maybe.
more than Martial.
But if you're Martial, you're not going round to take a survey, are you? It's you know it.
Come on. Hey, free kick.
Excuse me, who are you booing for? Were you not stood outside the Stretford end? Just for clarification, just tell us.
My mind's ticking here now because I think I've been a bit too harsh. But going back to that Sancho thing, it does have an impact in terms of morale and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? On the pitch, because it's like it's just totally different. Like Brighton have been brilliant, like the way they've been playing, and we've just not been at it.
No, we're nowhere near, like you said.
It's just difficult, isn't it? It's hard, but That's my opinion, guys. Anyway.
It's all right, we've only got 25 minutes left.
Thank God.
Martial's on the pitch. Are you going to come back for another watch along?
No.
One and done.
Can you bring some good juju with you next time?
Try. Might not want me back on.
Victor Lindelof loving and you're leaving with bloody no points. Nonsense. Come on, Rashford.
Give us some.
Should have gone to the Stretford Paddock game and they'd been a lot more entertained for this. And it even last half as long.
Oh, straight at the keeper.
Is that the first time Old Trafford's turned on the manager with a booze?
What do you reckon they boo the manager or they booing the player though?
Well, I think the decision more than
Yeah, I
anything.
think it was
I
the
think so.
decision,
It probably didn't help that they were bringing him on.
No, but I get a feeling that it would have booed if they brought anyone else on. I think it was the Hoyland decision, the Martial decision.
Producer Ethan's decided that we're not going to watch the game anymore. And always put it back on. He's a cheeky little scamp. I can hear it anyway.
I can hear it, yeah. It's like watching on the radio.
Lindelof is ending Ten Hag's career. What do you make to that, Miss Lauren?
Oh, Jesus.
Lauren Lindelof.
Lauren Lindelof.
I'll take that. That's going a bit far, really, isn't it? I don't think he's to blame for it. He's not solely to blame.
Come on.
No.
But he's easily blamable, isn't he? Don't get me wrong, he's not. There's been problems, but there has Martinez as well, right?
Come on.
But even that like you can look at that end where we were conceding goals, but how many clear-cut chances have we really had?
Yeah.
So where do you put that down to? Fernandes playing outright. This new system of playing two up front.
Again, like you just can't. And like the point I was making before, and how he's.
Was that Dave Pritt putting the kettle on?
I
thought you heard Dave Pritt making a coffee. Go on, sorry, Yopper.
No, it's fine, mate. If you want a coffee, you know.
I'm trying to make subtle hints to see if Dave Pritt, who's just come in, will make a coffee for us.
I think that's why
he's a dying man here, and I've come in, you know, and he's still not making his way towards the kettle. Thank you very much. Yeah, go on.
He's took I was saying about like he's torn and people's thingy on him, but you can't just rely on him to produce. Other people have got to weigh in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't just be down to one man.
One man, no.
Rashford's gone down like a ton of bricks in the box.
Oh wow.
Let's see.
Oh no.
God, thank God for that.
Lauren's man sorry, don't worry about it.
I think Brighton are our new Wolves. Do you know?
God.
You know, you'll always struggle
Please,
against
no.
them.
Nice.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's a good knock.
People are saying it was a foul on Rashford.
Will they check that or not?
Do you think this has, Sam Z in the super chat, do you think this has the potential to implode like 21-22?
It feels a bit like a lot of people are writing off this season already.
There are some lovely people who work here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good, is it? I mean, on the pitch, it's crap. Outside the pitch, in the newspapers, in the boardroom. I mean, the quicker we can try and it looks like Rashford might be injured. According to
God.
this.
What's going on here?
We've lost the stream, so. I mean, it's not great if Rashford is injured, but we've got another goal scoring option now.
3 defeats out of first 5 games.
It's bad, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really is bad.
Is it possible to get like the upcoming fixtures on the screen as well? Oh my fucking days.
Oh,
Not
not again. Is it? Stop. Mate, if it's 3-0, I'm getting off. No, I'm not. Because I'll probably have to literally
You
walk
can't get
off.
off. If you get off, that means I can't get off. So one of us has got to stay up. And I don't think it's very fair for Lauren to do it on the first ever show.
Yeah.
Stage a walkout.
Yeah. I don't know if people are taking the piss on the chat, but yeah, that's what they're saying.
Oh, God. I hope they
There we
are.
go. They're on the attack
Does he
here
know
as
the
well.
stream's gone?
Yeah, Nolly was right. It's a great finish, I think it is. Anyway.
It's a great goal
It's a very good goal.
against a team that
Look at that
gave up
United fan getting
25
his phone
minutes
out.
into
What's
the
he
game.
doing?
Oh, I hate that.
Absolute pathetic individuals and team and collective and club. I
Lads.
hate how much I love Manchester United.
Yeah.
I really, really do.
More pain than happiness.
It's mad. 3-0 at home. Mental. 3-0 at home. It's a great feel. The fans are getting off.
Don't blame yous.
Absolute.
If I was there, I'd be leaving too.
It's a great finish, to be fair.
Well,
Well, it looked like it at first.
Can producer Ethan put some whiskey in that coffee? That would be lovely.
I know,
Thank
that's what we
you.
need now, isn't it?
He opens his body out so well here. Oh, it's a great finish. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a great finish, isn't it, that?
What a joke.
Fucking hell.
Oh.
He should do better there.
Should've
done better with
that
Done
one.
better there.
You can see it coming from
He gets the fingertips.
a
to it.
mile away.
Fucking hell.
I'm always told to stay positive when we're doing these, so I'm going to try and spin this as much as possible, but I'm struggling. Struggling to see the silver lining outside of the loanee that we've got till January. Had a decent game.
Yeah,
And
that's
and so did Hoyland for about 20 minutes. The highlight was Eriksen's
3-0 at
spin.
home, by the
Yeah.
way.
There's 20 minutes left yet. We can still do this.
Can score 4 in 20. It's easy.
Theoretically,
It's
there is
doable.
time to score 3 goals.
Yes, what a finish. What a goal that is, by the
Oh,
way.
I thought
Fair
it-
play to that kid, you know. Fair
thought
play,
it
it's a
was
great
really
finish.
Can we just say that the
No.
timing?
Sorry, you said that.
Nah, you know what? Fair play.
What a goal!
Fair play
Wow.
to the lad. Fair play. Come on. Shooting
I
on
thought it
sight.
was inside net.
Finish.
Didn't even know it got in.
What a goal!
What a
Well
boy.
done, mate. Fair play. Taking the game scruff for the
God.
neck, having shots. Good. Fair play to him.
The
Some
confidence
finish,
to
by
take
the
that
way.
shot on.
He's always seemed
Beautiful.
he's always seemed
Nice.
like a kid who just does not give a shit, does he?
Yeah.
Fair play.
Really doesn't.
Like
care.
that. Brilliant.
That's a sweet goal. 2 minutes, 20 minutes. Too excited now. Come on, United. Get back
You're
in.
pointing at me because you're saying with no chance and then he scores.
Yeah.
Now, fair play to him. Come on then. Have a
Hopefully
good
it'll
goal.
fire us
Oh.
up a bit and give
Oh.
us something. Go on, and
Come
again.
on.
Free kick.
Hannibal is right in. Is it Dunk's face?
He loves it,
Oh,
doesn't
is
he?
it gross?
He absolutely loves it, Hannibal.
Getting the fans going, innit?
Yeah.
Mm.
Come on.
Even
Well, we came back from 2
Come on, let's
goals
get on
down
with it.
against Forest. I mean, that was over 70 minutes,
Yeah.
and now we are 70 minutes plus into the game. It might be a little bit too much, but United, you know, if we're known for anything, it is
Stranger things have
our
happened.
comeback game.
yeah.
Go on then.
Just the energy of Hannibal already, you know. Like,
All over the place, isn't he? Just getting in there, stuck in. There's nothing worse when you're walking out early and then you hear the crowd go, knowing you've missed a goal.
well, what you walking out early for? There you go,
Correct.
Lauren.
I agree.
There's the
I've only done
question.
it once. I
Yeah.
stayed for the whole Liverpool game. That was hard work.
Go on. Touch. Go on then.
Come on, United.
Come on. Look at him.
Well done, mate.
Well played.
It's a
He's
free kick, no?
You know.
Is that a free kick? It's a free
Oh,
kick,
God.
surely.
Please don't be hurt.
Is that a corner? He's done well there. Is that dipping it off the pitch?
Corner.
Yeah. Ooh.
Is it not?
I think they've give it though. Celebrating
United.
corners.
Oh. Oh no.
Come on. Go on
Oh,
then.
nice little.
Oh, Lauren.
Can you imagine if that went in there?
Just gets all underneath it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Over 2,500 of you watching, even though you don't like the score. Make sure you're liking the show, subscribing if you haven't done already. People asking for Palestri now. Let's just do it, man. Just like inject it with youth. Bang Garnacho on, bang Palestri on.
Gilmore's coming on for them as well.
Gilmore, Milner.
People making Eric Kangal. They're making Van Gaal references to Eric Ten Hag.
Wow.
We've got one sub left, yeah? One sub left?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we made, yeah.
Palestri or Palestri or
Garnacho.
Garnacho. Say
Garnacho. It will be Garnacho, won't it?
Yeah.
If it's anyone.
Go on, give it. Great ball. No. He'll
Too
get
much.
that. He'll get it.
No.
Yeah, he's gone. Game management now from Brighton. Slowing it down. Yes, good.
Oh, go on.
Singing about Garnacho now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Should have gone out wide, shouldn't he?
Oh, God.
Give it.
No. Oh. Just turn with it.
There's about 15 minutes left.
Ah,
with injury
sloppy.
time.
Gonna hit us on the break here now. It's almost gone there.
Hey, look at that run.
Oh. Oh, save.
God, thank God for that.
Sloppy from Rashford up there then.
Yep.
Just basic 5-yard pass. He's a good player, he is. He'll do well to keep hold of him, I think.
Yeah, I reckon everyone will want him in summer.
He's been
Look at
told
this guy here.
Yeah. Surprised he didn't go this summer, to be honest.
Just keep. Good. Good lad.
Oh, well played.
Played so well.
He has.
Go on.
Go on. Oh,
What?
Well done.
what happened there? What?
Please tell me that's a corner.
Corner.
Well done. He's doing well, regular. Fucking hell, lads.
I genuinely don't understand the Highland substitution, though.
I don't.
Good. Referee!
Oh,
No. Off the ball. Oh, I don't understand.
Good,
anymore.
Martinez. What are you stopping? Oh, he's done well in the end.
Rashford's coming in for Pelters.
Good
on
feet
the, on
and
the
a ball.
Is he?
Go on. It's too easy, innit? It's coming on here now. Garnacho, I think. Someone's getting zipped off down there.
With 10 minutes to go.
Oh.
Brilliant.
Oh, wow, what a ball. Oh. Come on, come on.
Right.
Let's go. Oh, what's that?
Jesus Christ.
Bad bomb for Martinez. Not good.
There's nothing on it. It was just like a little chip.
Here's a question for you then, both of you. Hopper, if
Yeah.
looking at the lineups from the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
man for man, who's got the best players?
Best players. Well, you're gonna go to United. You're gonna go to United name wise and
Not name, but like ability wise. So would you looking at the names for names?
So
I was just saying that United have got a better
yeah,
team.
no, I would. No,
theoretically,
I would say so. Yeah, but like we said before, like the way Brighton have played and the system and they're all well drilled. They're all comfortable in tight situations. They all want the ball. They all work for each other. It's a system. It's well drilled. It's like they're all like it's like a B-Tech City, for example.
Yeah,
like I said before.
where does the well drilling in the system and the organisation come from? Well, that's the problem.
From
Because United, what I'm looking at, the performances I'm looking at now, and the performances of the last couple of games, and I know we've got the injuries and players in and out for various stupid fucking reasons. The coach, it doesn't look like a well-coached team.
I don't feel like United really do have like a style and like a philosophy how to play. That's my honest opinion. That's my honest opinion. Whereas Brighton do, again everyone goes to the blue boys and all that.
The bleeding underpants in a twist on the socials. It's not about Ten Hag out. It's just asking the honest questions because it's true though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's evident on the pitch.
Like you said about it shouldn't go down to it, but the players and the amount of money they're on and other bits and bobs. If you're watching this and you don't know nothing about football, nothing about the players or the teams, and you're watching two teams here, you would think that Brighton are the ones that are.
Brighton earned a 12th apparently of Sancho's weekly wage.
I just think again it goes down to style and philosophy and so on and so forth for me.
Gockel v. All turning against Eric Ten Hag. We always blame manager for one bad season. We wouldn't have had Ferguson if he was sacked for his second season. I believe in Ten Hag. Nobody is dismissing Ten Hag. People are just saying if you're going to... all I'm seeing in the comments is Rashford's had a bad game, so-and-so's had a bad game, so-and-so's had a bad game. And it's all right to point out individual players, but if you're not going to have the balls to sort of say the manager's not having a great time of it either, then sorry, you're wrong.
Free subs.
I agree with that.
And a lot of people are saying that this whole thing about we would have had Ferguson sacked for his second season. But people were saying the same things about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Yeah.
No one's void of criticism, but nobody's asking him to be sacked or anything.
Ferguson coming on now.
Oh, it's 5 subs
United
again.
are making 3 subs here.
I think this could be one of Bruno's worst performances in the United shirt. I've not seen him. And
He's coming off.
Not done
Oh, it's
anything.
not. I thought he was coming off there.
He's not done anything really, has he?
He has been played out of position, to be fair to him. Yeah, he's Garnacho. And he's lost that bleach blonde.
He has.
Tribute to Antony. I wonder if there's any correlation there.
Wan-Bissaka.
Martinez is coming off.
Blistry.
We've had a super chat from BMK Maynard. It's the first super chat from them, and they've not said anything. But thanks anyway.
Ooh.
We've got an easy fixture next, haven't we? And we've got an easy game next.
Is any game easy?
Yeah, the next is
us.
it Bayern? So like known as Germany's Burnley. It's good performance to be going into that.
Oh, it's great. Fills me with so much hope.
Mad.
I'll play a blinding performance against Bayern though, won't we?
Right. Is Ten Hag using a PlayStation controller to move the players around the pitch?
God.
Shit, it's so hard. This is like what are we? 5 games, 6 games, 5 games,
5 games
in.
in.
Jesus. Come on! 6 minutes.
They're really just time wasting now, aren't they?
They've every right. They've earned the right to, haven't they?
Yeah.
One v one, yep. Just keeping the ball again. Tackle, love that. 3v2, 4v3, 4v3.
Oh, God.
Fuck off.
Oof. Oof.
Suppose they're being left wide open now because he's trying to get a goal, but
Daz Salford 69 a super chat. On the positive side, it can't get any worse. Well, probably could. Roham Rostamini in the super chat. It seems our players are never hungry for success post Ferguson. Lack of desire. As a fan, I regret seeing this.
I do see that's a
Martial walking there.
Yeah, I mean, because the contracts went
Sorry.
through the roof, innit? You're paying people ridiculous wages that don't need to justify why they're getting paid ridiculous wages. And where's the drive and the ambition for it?
This is it when we're paying kids hundreds of grands a week. There is no ambition. They've got what they want.
It should be like a tiered wage structure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, say, if you perform, blah blah blah. And the bare minimum is you turn up to frigging work on time.
Yeah.
We had another super chat. Missing person, Bruno. Sleeping pill, Rashford. Statue, Martial.
Wouldn't really disagree with that. Martial, I forgot, was on the pitch.
Sorry, do. When did this happen? Crisis situation.
Ooh,
Man United has become Ajax level.
Jesus.
Another note, this is it 31 games now? We've not been beat at home under Ten Hag. So that's that record.
That's gone.
It's been a great Saturday.
I know. Lovely.
Come on! The thing is, you can watch everybody else laboriously,
Mental.
plod around the football pitch like they did in Jurassic Park, and then you look at the likes of Hannibal and Garnacho and the energy they sort of bring in, and Hoyland as well earlier on in the game. Come on, Billy
I
Collins.
know.
It's actually him.
it looked well like him.
He's a Celtic fan, isn't
Is he? Well, he's at Old Trafford today.
Good. Come on. Ball.
he? Come on, Garnacho.
Good lad.
Oh.
Good defending. Back to keeping the ball. Patient.
Couple of minutes left in the game. Don't forget, after this, we will be going to the post-match review. We'll get into the comments, and most of you should ask you who the best player was. 'Cause Reguilon, really,
Yeah.
I'd probably say is the best player.
6 minutes of injury time.
Gully Gullible said it feels like a wake rather than a watch along. Yes, wait till we start cracking open the Guinness and singing the Pogues.
I feel like crying.
It's painful, isn't it?
Really painful.
Reese, people walking out the ground. McTominay poor. Subs too late. Super chat, thank you. What was that? I'm in Edit Tenag. Skeptic Zone needs to turn this as soon as possible. 6 minutes injury time.
Mm-hmm.
On the upside, only 33 games left, people are saying.
It's just soul destroying when you're watching these keep the ball the way they're keeping the ball.
Yeah.
I know you've been doing it all game, but come on.
This is one of them games where you're just like, I want it to end.
Martial, mate. Jesus Christ. What's going on? Tackle.
Nice.
See.
It's getting booked.
Everybody should be doing that. That should be the bare minimum. Is you should even though you're 3-1 down, you should be putting in tackles. But far too many of the players around there are just coasting, just turning up for a pay packet every single week. Look, we're not going to win the game. We're not going to win. We're not going to win the game. But yeah, he's still tracking after men and trying to get the ball back. That's the bare minimum of what you should be doing as a Manchester United player, putting an effort in.
I've never seen less than 100% effort from him as well.
But they all should be. They all
it's
should
a bare
be doing
minimum,
it.
innit, when you play football. When you play football,
all it is
minimum,
what like we drop our heads and everybody looks around to somebody else and like, oh, well, he's not making an effort, I'm not making an effort, and it's just a
That's
team.
it. Snowball effect. Just lose the ball so easily.
Wow, what a pass.
No.
What a save was it? I think got it off the post.
Thought he got his hand.
Gilmore's turn and pass then was class, to be fair. So easy. Yeah, it's so easy for a minute.
Yeah. Just the way they get through us. So much space.
That's the best thing to happen.
I know. For her looking at the blank screen.
James Shulman on the super chat. Do you honestly believe the result would be different if we swapped managers? Which nobody's asking for, by the way. He said some of the best managers in the world football have failed at this football club.
Well, we said it before, didn't we? About about the 11 players on the pitch against our 11. I said it before, didn't I?
Yeah,
about the style of play and the desire and the way they want to play, and they do play to the system, and it is a philosophy, but it's 11 v 11 at the end of the day.
Yeah, but whilst it's great to, well, not great, but you can give the credit to Brighton. We were also saying earlier on that when De Zerbi took over this Brighton team, it was off the back of Graham Potter, who had already sort of been building his project of a foundation, for where they are now. Basically, Ten Hag basically walked into a shipwreck and then is trying to make,
He's trying to steady the ship.
Yeah, he's trying to steady a fucking broken ship.
Yeah. It's a hard task when things keep falling apart.
And he has had a baptism of fire, but that doesn't mean he shouldn't be getting any criticism. But this just looks like 11 plays in red, all of them running around aimlessly, chasing the ball.
Turned up and
there's no organisation at all.
At least we got a goal.
We got the best goal of the day,
That's what we can take from it.
There you go.
Absolutely
nothing.
No
it's just going back all the time. There's no forward thinking. It's just poor, innit? Just blow the whistle.
End the misery.
He's having a go, the lad, to be fair. Scored a goal, throwing tackles in, working hard on the ball. Fair play to the kid. That's it. Go on.
Give us something.
Come on,
Go on
get it in
cut
the box.
back. Fin-
Oh, God.
Oof.
Ooh.
That finished. Oh.
Offside. Blow the whistle. Put us out of our fucking misery.
Gonna
I know
blow
if
as soon as he kicks it now.
I know I've given Brighton a lot of praise on the stream today, but you know,
They
fair
deserve it,
fair
don't
play
they?
to him. I know we can, you know, we're asked about United and stuff like that, and how bad we are and stuff like that. But fair play to them.
Credit where it's due.
Yeah,
I think.
absolutely.
But that's the end of that. Thankfully,
Thank God for that.
Manchester United have been beat at home by 3-1 against a very good Brighton side, but I think a lot of it was down to how bad Manchester United were. Let's get some words from you first, Lauren. What did you make of the game?
Painful. But yeah, the team just isn't a team. Like I said before the game, we are a group. We look like a group of amateurs that have just been put together on the day. There's absolutely no cohesiveness between any of them. And I just can't see it changing.
Yeah, so that's the good.
Sure.
That's the good stuff. What about the
Yeah,
bad stuff? Hopper, what did you make of the performance?
Like I said, I think Brighton played the way they play, and I think apart from the first 20 minutes where we could say we give it a good go, I feel like they just controlled the game. They played the way they play, kept the ball, and yeah, you know, credit where credit's due, but it takes a young kid like Hannibal to come on and you know, do the bare minimum what we expect from a footballer: work hard, put tackles in,
Yeah.
you know, take shots outside the box. You know, he had a good goal, so you know, fair play to him. I think the players need to have a bit of a look at themselves, and it's not good.
No,
Not good
it
at all.
certainly isn't good. But thank you both for joining us. Lauren, where can people find you online?
Lauren Page _7.
You rehearsed that, didn't you?
No, I didn't. And I always forget it every time.
Lauren
Every time
Page
I say it.
_7 on
Something
the
like that.
socials. And Hopper, where can people find you?
RH_elite coaching.
Well, thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for enduring that
Thank
painful
you.
90 minutes with me.
Mental.
I'd like to say it was nice. It was a bloody nightmare. Manchester United have been beat by 3-1. Stay on this link. We will be going to the match review very, very shortly. But thank you for watching along. And better luck next time.